football, where tonight the undefeated Abington Green Wave play host to the undefeated Falcons of Mashpee High School here at Memorial Field in Abington. My name is Sean Riley. With me tonight is Kevin Whalen. Kevin, you can almost write this script every year for the last 4 years or so. The battle of two of the strongest teams in the South Shore League, small division, really in the South Shore League itself. Always an unpredictable game with a lot of talent going to be out there in the gridiron tonight.
Absolutely. Mashpee has just, one stellar athlete after another. Devon Ford is back again this year, bringing that team to a Super Bowl victory last year. The Green Wave have battled back and forth, but, quite frankly, Mashpee's had their way the last couple of years. Green Wave's held close the first half, and then kind of Mashpee's pulled away. But, they had a lot of size last year. They've lost some of that size. They still have a big tight end. Number 88, Xavier Gonzalez, is with Mashpee Falcons this year. And Devon Ford, number 1, is their big player. So I'm looking for a big game tonight. Looking for the Green Wave. Really the one thing last week was really a complete game for them, Sean. The one thing that might have been lacking was really kind of establishing a consistent running game. So I'd like to see if they could make that battle in the trenches tonight. Kind of get a little pressure off of the. Off of the passing game. The passing game's been spectacular all year with Labossiere, moving the offense forward. Tonight we're fortunate. We had a very rainy night last night, but the weather has cleared and the field is fairly dry considering the conditions.
You're right, Kev. The field always dries really well. It's no wind in the forecast tonight, no rain in the forecast tonight. Two good teams. The Green Wave are on top of the bleachers, ready to rock. And come on down. Well, Mashpee's on the far side of the field with their coaches, and you just never know what to expect. Mashpee's go-to guy is number 1, Devon Ford. We've seen him; he's a senior this year. Very, very talented running back with the ball. He'll go out for passes, the short passes, makes big yardage. You get also Xavier Gonzalez, number 88, the big tight end. He plays like Gronkowski. He's got big size. They like to throw to him. He's got 4 touchdown receptions. One of the things, you were mentioning, Kevin, it's putting pressure on the quarterback. If Abington can give Labossiere some time to throw, he's going to have a couple of great receivers out there with Klein and Augusta. And tonight, Seamus Schmidt is back in the lineup after an injury. And also, we're going to be looking to get pressure on their quarterback, number 2, Ian Miller, who's a junior quarterback. Right. Trying to prevent him from setting and throwing.
Well, absolutely. I mean, we've had, Green Wave's had pretty good pressure, very good defensive end play so far this year. I mean, they've given up, 20 points in all 3 games. So they've done a good job defensively. I think they've gotten good pressure on it. Kind of doing it a little unconventionally with Ramos, who weighs about 160 pounds as a down lineman.
Rosa.
Rosa. Number 5 for the Green Wave has done a great job as far as getting pressure on the quarterback. So Green Wave has done it some unconventional ways, but they've been very successful at it so far this year. I'm looking for a good game. Obviously, it really comes down to turnovers and making sure you take, advantage of all the mistakes of your other team. So we're hoping that the Green Wave stays consistent and, don't have too many penalties and they're able to drive the ball and score. So now the Green Wave is. Well, one of the things, Sean, just looking at the size of Mashpee last year, I mean, they had 5 or 6 guys that were like 250 and bigger. They had some huge guys. And this year, they've only got a couple that are some big boys. They've got number 76, Daniel Stewart, who's 230. And we're talking about number 88, Xavier Gonzalez, the gunslide is 240. And then you got Brett Hickey at 300 pounds. So they do have a couple of big boys, but not the 7 or 8 of them like they had last season. Yeah,
they lost a lot of their big, huge linemen. So Green Wave will hope to take advantage in the line of scrimmage as best they can. They're, pretty evenly matched. Both teams have talent on both sides of the ball. Speed could be a factor for both if you can get that breakaway run or that short pass with a lot of yards after carry. Green Wave just came down the stairs. Fox 25 is here tonight for the game of the week.
It's always exciting.
Brings
back memory, 10 years ago this year. The Green Wave went on to win the Super Bowl that year. Well, they went on to win the league in 2008.
We've since the year 2000, we've played each other 15 times, 14 times in the regular season, 1 in the postseason. The overall record right now is Green Wave got 10 wins versus Mashpee's 5. And, Green Wave obviously would like to put another notch in the win column tonight. Because moving forward, we go into league play. This is the first league game of the season for both teams. And next week, the Green Wave will be traveling to Hull High School. Then they host Middleborough home on a Thursday night game. Here come the Green Wave out onto the field. And then they will be playing at Cohasset 3 weeks from tonight.
But Sean, we're talking about obviously Mashpee's just had a great run the last few years here. Last year the games were back and forth, but obviously they just pulled away at the end and have done a great job, great coaching, and they've just had some really good talent over that side of the field.
We're going to be pausing for our national anthem in just a second. Our referee tonight is Rich Newman. He'll be mic'd up. We got a little problem with the PA system tonight with a loose wire, so it's not as loud as it typically is. But Kevin and I are full volume.
We're full volume, as always. So much to your chagrin there at home, Sean.
Well, folks at home can always turn down the volume and not listen to us.
True.
But we'll see how it goes tonight as far as the crowd. We're expecting a large crowd. With the rain stopped about 1 or 2 o'clock this afternoon. We'll see how it goes now. The captains are out there at midfield.
Got number 70 for the Green Wave, senior captain Mike Broomstein. Number 50, Dylan Magararu. And number 9 is Christian Labossiere, the quarterback for the Green Wave. So they're going to call it in the air and see where it lands. And Green Wave has done a good job this year of kind of deferring to the second half and then getting the ball and then scoring prior to the half and then getting the ball back in the second half and scoring again. They did it both the last 2 weeks. So the last 2 weeks against Rockland and then also against last week against Norwell, of course. So they won't be able to do that this week as they'll be kicking off the second half. Green Wave will be receiving the ball to start off the game here tonight.
Sorry, Kev, I missed that. We were talking to the PA guys. Who's going to be receiving?
Mashpee.
Mashpee, all right.
No, Green Wave will be receiving. They'll be kicking off. Mashpee will be kicking.
Jeez, you're misleading me already.
Jeez, you're confusing me. I said it once right already, Sean,
We're going to be playing 10-minute quarters tonight. And Green will be wearing the Green Wave are wearing their home green jerseys. They're going to line up on the near sideline for the playing of our national anthem. So Kevin and I will pause for just a second for the Abington Green Wave High School Band.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remove your hot hats and join the Abington High School Band under the direction of Mr. Charlie Blanchett. As we honor all who have served and continue to serve our country, giving their all to keep us free and safe with the playing of our national anthem.
Fine job by the Abington High School Marching Band, along with led by Charlie Blanchett.
Another beautiful night for football down here at Memorial Field. Weather is very good. What did you say, Kev? About maybe high 50s or low 60s right now?
Tonight, yeah.
No,
humidity.
like I said, no wind. And field is in great shape. It might be a little slippery in points, just on the moisture on the grass itself, but it's not muddy.
No, not at all. It may turn muddy as the night goes on and some of the grass gets torn up, so we'll see. I do think it's probably an advantage, getting the ball. I don't know if they have a good kicker. I thought they said they were kicking.
Jeepers, Kev, are you misleading the folks at home?
I don't know. You get me all confused. I thought they were deferring. Mixed it all up. So Mashpee will be deferring back deep with Devon forward for the Green Wave. Definitely expect the Green Wave to do that, kick it a little shorter to one of the up men, Sean.
Yeah, Devon Ford standing back. at about inside his 10-yard line. He is a speedster, a guy that you got to contain. The up men will be number 10 and number 20, which is, of course, there is no number 10. They do this every year. Number 20 is Jared Barr. Oh, wait a minute. Number 10 is, he's listed as number 4. That's Devin Hughes.
Devin Hughes is number 10, the up man. Number 20 is Sean said. So Will Klein, the guy that does everything, Sean, will be kicking off for the Green Wave. Someone told me that he's had 25 touches and 8 touchdowns so far this year.
Wow.
That's a pretty remarkable conversion rate.
Well, he's got a 63-yard punt return, a 38-yard pass touchdown, a 65-yard pass reception, a 31-yard hook and pitch, an 80-yard kickoff return, a 14-yard run, a 66-yard pass, and an 18-yard run. But watch for Colby Augusta, watch for Seamus Schmidt, watch for Broomstein. Here comes the kick to start the game. Quick short kick going to be right down to the 30-yard line. Ball's dropped and then picked up by Ford. Ford going to be knocked back towards the 20, looking for room, and then going to be buried back at the 19-yard line.
Couldn't stop better there than that one. Nice coverage by the Green Wave coming down. Everyone staying very disciplined. Staying in their lanes and converging on Ford when he had nowhere to go.
They're going to mark him where? Right on the 20, apparently?
I think it's right there, yeah. Right on the 20-yard line.
Right on the 20-yard line. So Mashpee will come out to start the game on their 20-yard line. Their quarterback, as I said, is a junior, Ian Miller. They send 2 wideouts to each side, 3 on the near
They're
side.
spreading it. They're going to do spread.
Put a man in motion forward. They fake it forward. The quarterback keeps right up the middle. He's going to get his across the line of scrimmage. Pick up about 2 on the play.
Yeah, you got Broomstein in there on the tackle. Senior captain along with number 42, Gabe Spry.
I think if Abington, Kevin, you mentioned if we can use some of the quickness inside the line and kind of, obviously stop the runs quickly, kind of frustrate them, make them go to the air and get pressure on the quarterback, you might see some interceptions. You also might start, wearing down their line if we get them running backwards.
We saw a lot of that last week, the handoff, and obviously they're trying to keep the Green Wave defense honest by having the quarterback keep it and run it.
Ford is a deep man in the eye. Now he shifts out to the far side. Gonzalez moves to the near side on the wing. Miller going to give it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez trying to go around the right side. Gonzalez cuts it up over the 25 to the 30 to the 35, trying to get down the sideline, and he's going to be taken out of bounds up at about the 46-yard line. Good pickup by the big tight end getting the ball.
He's a big boy, gets a little steam, head of steam there, Sean. He's tough to bring down.
So he brings it up right to the 45-yard. It'll be 1st and 10 for Mashpee, under 9 minutes to go here in the opening stanza. Mashpee wearing their away whites with the blue helmets. The Falcons had a little bus ride to get up here.
It's not an easy bus ride. So it's tough with a good hour and 15 minutes on a bus, probably a little longer.
Devin Hughes, the wideout number 10 on the near side. Again, Ford's going to line up in the backfield behind Jared Barr. Put a man in motion coming right at you. They give to Ford. He gets hit at the line.
Yeah, nice job.
1 yard pickup.
Yeah, it looks like 54 for the Green Wave. Lions?
No, Landers. Sean Landers.
Sean Landers. 52, getting all those guys mixed up here.
Landers was one of them. That's all I can see. Big thing, Kevin, you and I were talking before the game. The big thing, especially with a guy like Ford, is to wrap and tackle.
Absolutely.
You can't just kind of throw his shoulder into him.
No, you do have to have good form tackle. I think last year we saw that a lot of times. He was just bouncing off people and continuing runs, getting 5-10 yards after the initial hit. So can't have that happen tonight. You need to wrap him up.
He lines up once again in the eye. Hughes in motion. And looking to throw. Miller, the pass slips, comes up. The receiver slipped and falls out of bounds. Incomplete. So
that was just a little hook. They were going down, doing a little hook there. And as he went to turn, his feet went out from underneath him. I think that's probably going to be more the problem, Sean, is that type of, doing routes and things of that nature and being able to run sharp routes. It's probably the routes are going to have to almost be rounded off rather than making a tight cut.
And I think you might see that type of play develop into a hook and pitch from Mashpee later if they need it.
Turn around is fair play. The Green Wave has used that play, over and over again against Mashpee.
Mashpee with a 3rd and a long 9 now at their own 46-yard line. Green Wave would love to hold them here. The shotgun formation. Gonzalez in the right slot. They like to throw to him. He's looking to pass. Big rush coming in. Gets hit as he releases, and it falls incomplete.
Well, you were talking earlier about the game, Sean, about getting pressure. You had Brady Christopher in there, and you also had
Mike
Lyons, number 53 for the Green Wave, putting the pressure on. He really didn't have time to get rid of that ball and make an accurate pass. So good job by the Green Wave.
4th and 9 now at the 46. What do you do, Kev? Abington thinks they're going to punt.
I think they'll punt. I'll be shocked in this earlier in the game if they don't.
I agree.
You know, it's all about field position early in the game. It's 8:02. You got plenty of time. He's only 2 minutes off the clock in that drive.
Gonzalez will do the punting. Back for the Green Wave. It looks like it's Klein on the far side. It's going to come right to Colby. Will has the ball and gets it up to about the 24. Where the Green Wave offense will now take over.
Nice job down there by number 10 for the, I believe it was 10, might be 20. I think it's 20 there for the Mashpee Falcons. Was able to get down there and kind of force Will Klein up and in, and had a little help there on the break, taking Klein down.
Abington at their own 24 with 7:52 in the first quarter clock. Here come the Green Wave breaking the huddle. Augusta out wide to the near side. Klein is the far side wing. Now they move Christopher over the tight with Leary. They give to Klein, student body right. Klein gets around a man, scooters around another guy, brings on the sideline, cuts it back in and gets it up over the 35 for a first down for the Green Wave.
You know, and that's the short side of the field. Great bit of running, kind of deking his shoulders in and then popping back out a couple of times there and then cutting it back in, you know, against the grain as their pressure was coming towards them. Nice job picking up the first down.
Puts it up to the 38-yard line to pick up a 14 on the play. Christian Labossiere, the senior quarterback.
The only thing about Will Klein, Sean, you can't use him down by the end zone because he's only used to getting 14, 15 yards of a play.
Labossiere with 5 touchdown passes thus far in 3 games. The eye backfield behind Labossiere. Leary in motion. They pitch left side. Klein. Klein behind Spry, the blocking back. Klein turns it up. Klein gets stood up though as he crosses the line of scrimmage.
Couple there.
You can see kind of walking, running tenderly, trying to make sure they don't lose their footing there. Kind of see how this field's going to iron out for him tonight. Pickup of 2, bring up 2nd and 8.
I like the plan though, kind of try to get them the outside, make it so they have to spread out, and then you can kind of do some quick hitters up the middle. You know, we had Gabe Sprague hit a good game last week with a couple of quick hitters, right dives right up the middle there. That might be a good play right now. Number 42 for the Green Wave.
Gonzalez, number 88, is the near side defensive end. He's a force, so he's a guy that sometimes they're not going to run, they're going to run away from him. Shotgun formation with Spry and Klein in the backfield, and a timeout being called by Abington. Coach Ed Riley didn't like something that he saw. 6:34 on the clock in the first quarter. We're going to send a shout out to our cheerleaders. Now, I had the name of the varsity cheerleaders, but as you can see tonight, there is a gazillion cheerleaders down there because it's youth football and youth cheerleader night. You saw the youth football teams running out earlier. But if we can give a shout out to our varsity cheerleaders, Lindsay Augusta, Lily Clifford, Elizabeth Campbell, Olivia McGuire, Kristen Parks, Julia Wedge, Leah Kinnenberg, Kate Baxter, Jill Cabral, Carolyn Doherty, Kylie Zabrowski, Andrew Vasquez, Alina Magnasco, Kerry Cardno, Emily Azell, Michaela Littman, Julie Washewski, Haven DeMambro, Emily Morell, and our captains Emma Coe and Shannon Snyder.
Wow, well done, Sean, right before the snap, too.
How's that? 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Labossiere going, looking deep. Now pumps, now throws it deep again, and it turns around.
Running. Yeah.
Who was the intended receiver there?
Seamus.
Yeah, I think it was. Seamus Schmidt, number 17.
Yeah, turned around and he was open.
They also had Brady Cristoforo going out, the big tight end.
I'll tell you one thing, Mike. Labossiere has a cannon. Green Wave has been fortunate over the years. I mean, he had some time. He just had a double clutch there a little bit.
It's tough too, though. Seamus has been out with a thigh injury, now just back in, so they haven't had a lot of time to work on their timing, meaning quarterback to receiver. Yeah. 3rd and an important 8 yards here for Abington. Augusta out wide to the near side. Gabe Spry in the backfield. Labossiere under center. Puts a man in motion as Klein. They give to Klein. Klein turns it up. Klein trying to make it happen. Klein over the 45. Klein moving
he's got
forward.
to push that
it's the first down. Dragging it forward. Klein, the Green Wave still on its feet.
Still on his feet.
Still on his feet.
Down to the
31-yard line. That's what we want to see against these Falcons.
Wow.
The fans love it. Kevin loves it.
We're talking about that earlier today, Sean, about last year where, Mashpee had a very similar play. Green Wave pushing the ball, pushing the.
1st and 10 as soon as Wakeland gets in position. The chain is not in position. Spry right up the middle, gets it down about the 25-yard line. Line of scrimmage was the 32.
So Green Wave picked up 7 on that, and that's what you want to do.
Right up on the line.
You've been spreading it out. Then Gabe Spry, it's like a knife into the stomach.
Labossiere in the center, gives it to Klein. Right side looking for a hole. He's got nowhere to go. Klein just going to take it down. Be a loss of maybe 2 on the play.
Yeah, they're talking about 3.
So bring up 3rd down.
3rd and about 6.
Wow, what a huge play that was on 3rd and 8.
Wow,
and
just kept on driving.
Yeah.
I mean, we talk about the heart there. That definitely is. I mean, that was like 15, 16 yards after, after the first down. He was just carrying people. And good job of the, Green Wave players getting there and kind of pushing the pile.
3rd and 6 for the Green Wave now. Mike Lyons checks in. Cedric Lucas Summers.
Definitely 4 down territory here for the Green Wave as you're inside the 30.
We like to see them being able to get some yardage too between the tackles. That's always good where you're going to have to keep the Falcon defense is going to have to, kind of
absolutely. You
respect that.
Keep them honest, absolutely. Another timeout.
Weren't sure of the lineup. They just burned 2 timeouts in the first quarter.
Well, you have 5, and I'd much rather in this situation, run the right play.
It's tough when they do that, when you don't know where you're supposed to be, and then they have to burn a timeout. 3rd down. Green Wave heading towards the south end zone. Good crowd here once again for the Green Wave, and kudos to all those who came up from Mashpee to watch this game. It's a big game for both schools. Obviously, the winner of this game will be in first place in the South Shore League, and gonna be in the driver's seat, but you never know.
In this game, I mean, you're gonna be playing each other again more than likely.
Yeah, when the playoffs come around.
I mean, you're gonna get 2 bites at the apple.
All right, Klein in the deep in the eye behind Spry. Slot left formation for Labossiere. Looking for a man going in motion. Pitch to Klein, right side. Klein looking for some blockers, cuts it up. He's going to be taken out of bounds, pick up maybe 1 or 2 on the play.
And it's almost like you hear a little whistle, like kind of right when the ball is snapped.
Bring up
4th and about 3, Sean?
Yeah, well, they marking him down right at the 25 there.
Yeah, right at the 25, so 4th and 3 here for the Green Wave.
A big 4th and 3. Gee, almost every play in this game is going to be a big play.
Well, one of the things is, a couple of years ago when the Green Wave won the Super Bowl there, East Bridgewater really kind of put a shellacking on them in the first game of the year. And then Green Wave came back and beat them.
In the playoff game, pretty good.
And that's the thing. What you want to do is, you want to make sure it's great to win both, but you want to win the right one.
Now you wonder here if Abington will try to draw him off sides, get a free 5-yard penalty and a first down. Leary lines up in the backfield with Spry. It's a keeper by Labossiere, spins around. He's not going to get the first down. They're going to hold him at the 23 or 24-yard line. So it'll be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, that play just never materialized. They got good pressure up the middle, with Spry there. As Spry went into the line, they really got a good push on the offensive line. So good job by Mashpee holding there.
4:10 on the clock here. Mashpee offense will come out on the field for the second time this game. At their own 24-yard line. See if they go for a big strike on the first play here. They send 2 wideouts to the near side. Devon Ford is in the backfield again in the eye. Trying to get the number of the up back. And it's going to be to Ford. Look left side. There's Cristofaro stopping him and now taken down for a loss. Maybe no gain on the play.
I think no gain at all. Nice job by the Green Wave. Good pressure, good pursuit.
Cristofaro stopped him, and Gabe Spry came up and wrapped him down. Good teamwork there.
Yeah, we consistently call that number 42 on both sides of the ball, Gabe Spry.
That's when Devon Ford is kind of just looking for holes to open, and they just didn't open for that time. Well, so bring up second down.
The thing that you saw was Cristofaro had really good. He had good containment there and was forcing him back in.
Ian Miller in the shotgun. 2 wideouts. No, now he's going to put Ford in motion. Gives it to Ford, trying to get around the right side. Ford, number 1, cuts it upside. Gets stopped, though, as he gets over the 30. Be short of the first. That's where he's dangerous when he gets in the open field, you know, so he gets that running start with those sweeps.
And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get him out there where there's fewer players in space. You know, if they get him out in space, he can really turn on the Jets and also, you know, make some great moves.
3rd and 3 now at the Falcon 31.
31-yard line.
Falcons break the huddle again. Ford in the backfield. Lining up in the eye. Ball's on the ground, fumble, and he gets hit in the backfield. Ford's going to break away.
Jeez.
Ford going to get up to the 40, up to the 42-yard line.
My goodness.
What'd you see, Kev?
No, Mike Lyons was held pretty bad. It was.
It'll be a first down at the 42. They'll move the stakes.
I don't know how you don't call that, but you know.
Had him in the backfield for a second there, but, you know, as Ford does so well, he breaks away from that first contact. Oh, the up back in the backfield is Jack Vinitsky. He's a sophomore, number 12. Now he just is lining up to the left of his junior quarterback. They show a pass formation to put Ford in motion. Looking to set up a screen. There you go.
Open.
They put out in the flat to Ford.
That's definitely where he
skips around him one man, driving downfield, down 40 to the 35, tripped up from behind and taken down about the 30-yard line. Tackle on the play.
It's number 59 for the Green Wave.
I thought that was 50, Dylan Magararu.
50?
Yeah.
50? All right. Sorry about that. I need those binoculars, Sean.
Well, that's where, again, we talked about it earlier, where they like to throw it out in the flat to him and then just let him run. And when you're out wide like that, you're avoiding, obviously, the interior of the line. You got a couple of linebackers
when
and
you're on the
quarterbacks.
defense, you got to give him a little bit more space. You got to break down a little bit earlier. You know, make him make a move.
And you got to wrap him on that first hit.
Take a good angle, right? Exactly.
All right, 1st and 10 on the Green Wave 30 now. Ford lines up again behind Vinitsky in the I backfield. They got wideouts to each side. Millett gives right up the middle to Ford. Ford battles his way forward, but
who was that? Was that Broomstein with the tackle there?
That was 53 Mike Lyons.
53 Mike Lyons once again having a heck of a game, as always.
He's quick and he's strong. Minute 15 to go here in the first quarter. No score. This is the second drive for Mashpee. Their first drive sputtered out and resulted in a punt from their own 46. The Green Wave then drove it down to the Mashpee 24, where they didn't convert on the 4th down conversion play. So bring up now 2nd down and about 8 at the 28-yard line.
One thing that Mashpee has done in the past is kind of drive down the field driving, and then all of a sudden they'll look to pass, kind of try to mix it up a little bit.
They stack it up on the left side
now. This might be a situation where they might do that.
They pitch. Here they come. Student body left. Ford looking for some holes. Now trying
Lyons
to get up.
Nice job. What a play by Lyons, number 53.
Having a heck of a game right now. And Gabe Spry also, the number 42, coming up from the linebacker position to take away that angle.
He dove through the air and was, and grabbed him in the air. Just a great play there by Lyons.
3rd and 6 at the 26 with 15 seconds left to go in the quarter. I'm not sure we're going to get a playoff. It looks like we're not. They're going to let it roll down. So the end of the first quarter will be a tie score 0-0. Hey, I want to mention once again and congratulate the nomination committee from the Abington High School Athletic Hall of Fame is proud to announce that on Sunday, October 14th, the following 5 people will be inducted into the Athletic Hall of Fame. Fred Kelleher from the class of 71, Donnie Leach from the class of 75, Heidi Maroth Waddle from the class of 87, Shannon Sweezy O'Donnell from the class of 87, and Cliff C.J. Hillier from the class of 04. Friends, family, and classmates are welcome to attend. The ceremony will be held at 1 o'clock on Sunday, October 14th in the Abington High School Auditorium with a reception to follow the ceremony. Put a fresh 10 minutes on the clock. Jack Riley's up here selling the tennis ball tickets for us. Yeah, I'm going to buy one for Kevin, too. Can I get 2, young man? All right. So we turn it around now. Mashpee will go on left to right on the television screen at the 26-yard line. 3rd and 6, Kev.
3rd and 6 is a big play, Sean. Of course, much like Abington, they're going to be in 4-down territory as well. So see what happens. I think, they're going to try to get the ball in Devon Ford's hands. They had a good play in there with number 88, They had a good run
Gonzalez.
with Gonzalez. They might try to go in the air a little bit here. They got 2 options here. 3rd and 6 though, but I suspect they're going to try to do something with number 1. Get the ball in his hands and see if they can get up.
Watch
some
him
yardage,
throw
make it
into
a short
Gonzalez
4th
too.
down.
He lines up on the right wing. Ford is in the left wing right now. They put him in motion. They fake it. He rolls
rolling.
left, looking to throw. Puts it across the middle. They connect to Gonzalez right there at about the 14-yard line. Stays on his feet. Gets it down inside the 9 for a first down completion.
A nice play. That's just well-designed play. Kind of curls underneath. He's just a big body. He's able to shield the ball and just get that reception down there. Get 1st and goal there for the Falcons.
Ball marked just inside the 10-yard line. Good throw there by Miller right in the breadbasket. Ian Miller, number 2, the junior quarterback.
A rollout and gives him the option to run if he has it. If there's nobody open.
So 1st and goal now for the Falcons here in the opening minute of the 2nd quarter. Ford again in the backfield, backfield behind Vinisky. Miller calls the cadence, gives it to Vinisky up the middle. Vinisky bounces off a man, drives forward though, picks up maybe 1 or 2 on the play.
He's going to get down to about the 8.
2nd and goal.
I'm kind of surprised to see that, Sean, giving the ball to number 12 there, Vinisky, because, 5'8", he's a junior. But when you got Ford and you have number 88, I'm, feeding those 2 beasts all night long.
Well, I think they're just trying to keep the defense, on its toes here. They're going to be trying to key on number 1, going the other way, and they give to the up back, diving right up the middle. Again, Vinisky in the backfield behind the quarterback. Ford lines up in the right side slot.
Spread it out here.
You also got Gonzalez inside in the slot.
It's going to be empty backfield.
Looking for a screen to the big tight end. Gets
Nothing
hit right away. Nice play
by Will Klein. Wow.
Went right around the block and take him down for no gain on the play, really. Ball's at the 8 now, 3rd and goal.
And they actually lost a little bit there. Will Klein just reading that play.
That looked like a backwards pass, too, Kev. We've got to keep an eye on that.
He's the big player that he is. Comes up in the big play, making 3rd down here. Well, the one thing is, he's a big body, big kid, but in that instance, you could see his feet weren't all that quick. Will Klein's able to get in there, just go right low. And that's the thing you got to do against a big guy like that. You go low on a big boy, and he'll go right down.
3rd and goal. The ball just outside the 8-yard line. A lot of time on the sideline here, and it's going to be a timeout called by Mashpee, I believe.
Just under 8 minutes to go here.
Yep. 30-second timeout by the Falcons with 7:51 on the clock. This drive started on their own 24-yard line. Sean Riley, Kevin Whalen, and Ethan Curtin bringing you this Abington Greenway football action. I want to thank Mr. Curtin for running the video camera tonight. Thank and welcome all the youth football players and cheerleaders. We're going to go back to the action here. We got 3rd and goal coming up.
Big play here.
Miller is going to be under center. They go, is it an unbalanced line? Heavy on the right side. 1 man wide out.
The Green Wave is trying to set it up, so they got double coverage.
Watch out for the trick play.
They call a timeout again.
Timeout call.
Timeout. So they actually, the Green Wave went over there. They knew the play was just to put on single coverage on number 7 there. So the Green Wave put 2 guys over there so they'd have help over top and underneath. And by doing that, that's when they call the timeout to change the play.
Number 7 is Cameron Kurgo. He's a very talented receiver for Mashpee.
Last year.
Yeah, he did. He's a senior this year.
Yep.
Good athlete.
So they were trying to get him on one-on-one coverage. The play was specifically designed for him. And when the Green Waves, saw it and smelled it out, they called the timeout.
Coach Matt Treveri talking with his junior quarterback Ian Miller right now over the far sideline during this timeout. Who's on it? Derek Nuttall. All right, Derek. We're being told Derek Nuttall's on the camera. All righty. Good luck, Derek.
Thank you, Derek.
All right, here we go. 3rd and goal.
A lot of, gamesmanship here going on tonight, Sean, between the 2 coaches. Timeouts have already been called. Just trying to get the right play in there,
Miller and company break the huddle. They line up in a similar formation. Kurgo goes out very wide, brings 2 men with him. Looking to throw. Looking towards the middle of the field. Miller running. Now he's going to tuck it under. And takes him
nice
down.
play.
Mike Lyons once again.
Wow.
If he's not player of the game, he's player of the half thus far.
Oh, my goodness. He's just been a defensive machine out there.
And great coverage in the end zone by the Green Wave D. Miller had no one to throw to. Gets the ball down to the 6.
It's like Superman. He's flying around out there, Sean. He should have an S on his chest. Just got up there, grabbed the jersey, and just snatched him down like nothing.
All right, here comes Miller back into the huddle with 7:15 to go here in the second quarter. No score. Abington Green Wave defense trying to put a wall up. They send Kurgo and Ford out wide to the far
For the
side.
Green Wave to Klein's going over with Ford.
Shotgun formation. Miller wants the ball. Shotgun, looking to throw left. Looking to throw a big rush. Puts it in the corner of the end zone. And it is.
He's out. No
Oh,
way.
they call a touchdown. Touchdown. The diving grab by Ford. Thrown over the shoulder. What a nice ball from Miller. A 6-yard touchdown pass. Caps off that 76-yard drive. And Mashpee will be first on the board. I mean, that's what makes Ford so good. He's a great running back, but also a great receiver.
Yeah, that was ball was perfectly placed. There's no question about it.
Devon
Whether it was
Ford.
caught is another matter. Who knows?
Well, I think I don't think it was a question he caught it. It's whether his feet were in bounds. And apparently both refs said yes.
You have confidence in that?
Yes, I do. They have a much better view than us.
That's true. They do have a better view.
So they line up for the 2-point conversion. Miller talks to Viniski in the backfield. Under center. Puts a man in motion. Miller looking to throw. Looking for a quick pass and puts it up. And I'm not sure if he got it. Oh, they say you crossed the plane, so it'll be a 2-point conversion. Completion was to number 10. And that is, that's Devon Hughes. So it'll be 8-0. Green Wave lead with a 2-point conversion.
8-0. They have the Falcons lead there, Sean.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Falcons lead. Devon Hughes, just writing that down. I want to again thank and welcome Fox 25 Sports to tonight's game, and thanks all the Green Wave Nation sports fans who voted online to help make this game the Fox 25 Sports Game of the Week. The Green Wave will send a kickoff return team. 6-yard TD pass from Ian Miller to Devon Ford. The PAT pass to Hughes. 74-yard drive makes it 8-0 here with 6:51 to go here in the second quarter. Yeah, both teams are kind of moving the ball.
They're moving the ball at the end. The Green Wave, yeah, they're both, they're both kind of stalling on their drives, and they're able to move it. And
Green Wave only had one possession thus far, and Mashpee only 2. So both teams trying to chew clock time off the scoreboard.
Especially when you have 10 minutes. I mean, there's probably a possession right there, Sean. So
yeah, and you know that each team can score pretty quickly. So if you can keep your offense slowly moving down the field, keep the other offense off the field, part of the strategy. Gonzalez will tee it up and kick left to right. Klein, Leary, and Retzos are deep for the Green Wave. They go a high end over and kick.
Yeah, they can't throw a flag.
Caught at the 33-yard line and then taken down as he crossed over 35.
Yeah, just about 36.
That was, I believe that was number 14, Cedric Lucas Summers.
No. Clem Larry was yelling that they were offsides. I don't know. I was watching where the ball was going.
Clem's always yelling.
He's always yelling.
You know?
He is. It is called. It is called.
Offside was called. Clem Larry was right.
Wow.
Mark your calendars.
They could take the ball from the end and mark it, can't they? Or they have to do it over?
There's like 3 options. And, they're going to make him kick it over. Got to move him back 5 yards and kick.
Well, it's interesting how everyone respects everybody's return game, Sean.
Yeah.
Both sides here tonight, they shortened the kick the Green Wave did at the kickoff at the beginning of the game. And now they have
And Abington must have scouted. Gonzalez must have the ability to kick it deep.
Right.
Because Klein was back inside his 10-yard line.
I think they're respecting Klein's ability to break it open and, and get a big play there. So they kicked him to the up men.
So they'll replay it now from the 35-yard line. 6:47 on the clock. Gonzalez, here we go. Ready to kick. Again, high end run kick. That's going to go Retzos' way. Retzos picks it up at the 22. Retzos looking for a hole. Retzos gets grabbed and drives it up to the 36, 37-yard line.
Pretty much right where they were before.
Costa's been a great addition to this Green Wave offense. We've seen him lighten up the gridiron when he gets the ball.
He does. He's an exciting runner, runs hard, runs low to the ground. So see what the Green Wave brings out here. They got number 22 out there for the Green Wave.
Colin Leary. 6:39 on the clock. Ball at the 37-yard line. Green Wave now break the huddle. Colby Augusta lines up wide to the near side. Leary is the far side wing.
Trap play here for the Green Wave.
Spry in the backfield. There goes Leary in motion. They give to Leary. Leary cuts it inside. Cleary cuts it back. Nice cut. Leary gets the first down at the 47-yard line.
Just shy, but nice job. Nice cut back into the heart of the defensive Mashpee Falcons.
I'd like to see that between the tackles again. That's how they started their first drive with a big pickup on the first play. First down once again now with the ball just about at the 48, right in front of you on your TV screen.
Well, that's a great play. You want to make sure you're able to establish the line of scrimmage. You're able to get a good run game. It's important to set up all the rest of your offense. So
shotgun.
Good job there by the Green Wave offensive line.
Looking to throw. Rowan goes to the quick out. Ball gets knocked in the air and falls incomplete. Good defensive play. I'm assuming. I think it might have been Gonzalez who put his bear claw up.
He's a big boy. He's able to get up there. You put those hands up there.
That'll bring up second down.
Well, the thing is, too, if you're Lavoisier, you don't want to just try to feather it in there and throw it over the top because then you're going to end up getting a pick, Sean.
Yep.
So you got to throw it. You got to put.
He fired that one.
He did.
2nd and 10. Leary and Spry in the backfield. Leary offset to the right. Klein in the near side wing with Augusta out wide near side. Lavoisier calls the cadence, gives Leary. Leary cuts it back once again. Kirill the 50 and the 45.
Nice
Leary
job.
following his blockers very
Great
well.
blocking.
Another first down.
Yeah, great blocking. You got 54. His land is out there. You've got 52 as well. And number 70 for the Green Wave, Broomstein.
52 is Jake Bennett, the center, our downfield 10 yards.
Great job there at blocking and just following his blockers and picking up 9 yards. And that's a good sign, Sean.
Come just short of the first, 3rd and 1. It is a good sign, Kev, moving the lineman back in the white.
Maybe look for a quarterback sneak here, Sean?
Or Spry.
I just do the quick quarterback sneak.
Let's see what they do right in front of us.
Get a little bit of an angle on the right side to the right of the quarterback.
Spry gets the handoff left side. Spry's got the first down. Gets it up to about the 42.5, which is where he needed to go. First down is signaled by referee Rich Newman.
Nice job of the Green Wave keeping it going.
I want to apologize to the people here in the stadium. The public address system is not working at full capacity. We arrived here today and there was a wire pulled out from some other user, so we're going to get that repaired for the next games.
Well, they might be happy, Sean. Or thankful.
The scoreboard gets struck by lightning and was repaired about 3 hours before the game. 1st and 10 for the Green Wave at the 42. High backfield. Retzos is a deep man. He gets the ball. Retzos right up, gets hit at the line of scrimmage, but keeps chugging. He gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Jeez. He's definitely going backwards. He's got to blow the whistle once they start moving backwards.
Bring up second down for Abington. 4.5 minutes to go in the first half.
Well, it's important for the Green Wave, Sean. You're crossing to their field for the second time here. Now you got to finish. You got 4:25. We're talking about what they've done the last 2 games against Rockland and Norwell, where they've scored right before the half. They've come back when they got the ball back and scored again. It would be nice to be able to do that. And you get 4 minutes. This is going to be the opportunity to take care of that if you can.
Tommy Furness and Costa Retzos in the backfield, number 34 and 3 respectively. Lavoisier calls the cadence. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Coming down the near side, and puts it up.
He's got him.
Looking for Augusta. Oh! Incomplete. They throw the flag down at the 5-yard line. It's pass interference. It's not a spot foul, as you said down in high school. Augusta had beat his man, and it was pass interference against the Falcons. It'll be a penalty and a first down.
You can't run him over, and that's what happened. If he looked backwards at all, he would have been able to intercept the play.
15 yards from the previous spot.
So that'll bring him down.
Which is the 43, down about do the math.
28. 15 yards. Should be the 28-yard line, or 27-yard line.
28's right.
Yeah, 28. Oh, I was looking at the stick.
Don't look at Wakeland, whatever you do.
I know.
It's never accurate. We want to thank our volunteers who work on the chain gang on the far side of the field. Steve Wakeland and
So Green Wave getting a new set shot
Mr.
of downs
Riddens
here.
over there. Mr. Sassoni's in there. I think. Hold on. Back to 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line for Abington. Give left side, cuts back. Will Klein. Klein spins.
on his feet.
He cuts away.
He will. Touchdown, Madam
A 28-yard touchdown run by Will Klein. Great bit of running once again.
Well, the tackle almost gave him, the tackler gave him the momentum as he spun him around. He lost the grip, and Klein was off to the races. Nice job by the Green Wave coming back, bouncing back after that touchdown. Taking advantage of it.
Woo! I believe that's his 10th touchdown of the year.
10th?
Yep.
The LaPointes, they lost their last countdown there.
Nice bit of running again. Great job by the offensive line for the Green Wave. They mark it at the 3-yard line for the 2-point conversion. Spry lines up in the backfield. Augusta out wide right, single coverage. Labossiere in the center. Labossiere puts a man in motion. They pitch. Student body left. Cutting it back up. And he's going to be just taken short. Leary is short by about a yard. So the conversion is no good. And the score will remain 8-6 Mashpee. And the Green Wave will kick off to the Falcons with 3:47 left to go in the first half. So good first half of plays thus far. Back and forth they go. See what they do for the kickoff here, Kev.
Nice job, though, by the Green Wave coming back. Sean, you're right, though. It's be interesting to see what they do. I wouldn't kick it deep to Ford. I'd kick it to the up guy. They're looking.
What do you hear, Kev?
Well, I'm looking at their formation here. If they stay up, they look like they're getting ready for an onside kick. So, Sean, if this is the case and they have Ford all the way back there, I would just have him angle it to a corner because you can get the guys down there.
Now they come up tight, seeing if Abington comes out of their huddle, and then now they break it and spread.
Little gamemanship once again. See what the Green Wave does here. I'd kick it deep.
Line drive, they go deep, they go over his head, rolls down inside the 10. Ford's going to pick it up at the 7-yard line.
Stay in your lanes.
Ford trying to get something out. It's
Nice
at
job
the 11-yard line. Nice job, Green Wave. Good coverage, Kevin. You called it. Stay in your lane. Don't give him any wide open berths.
Well, that's the thing too, Sean. I mean, when they were all up, I'm like, just drill it down there and past them, and then you can, stay in your lanes. They're not going to be able to block everybody. So the Green Wave executed that perfectly, putting them all the way back down about this 10-yard line. 12-yard line.
Leary's
Lucas Summer, number 14.
Clem Leary's predicting watch the screenplay, which I think is a wise bit of advice.
He's only been saying that for the last 2 quarters, though, Sean.
Mashpee at their own 12. They break the huddle. They send Hughes out wide to the near side, number 10. Man out wide to the far side, Devon Ford in the I backfield behind Beniski. Miller gives to Ford left side. Miller trying to get around the end. Miller going to be straightened out by Klein. Turns the corner, run out of bounds, though, just a pick up of about 3 on the play.
I think Mike Lyons is going to know when it's a screen when they don't hold him, Sean.
Oh, they mark him up towards the 20 there.
Yeah, they had a good run there.
Yeah, pick up of about 7.
He was able to get the edge a little bit on that ball.
Yeah, pick up of 8. The 2nd and 2. Jeray Cole taking a breather, number 80 for Abington. Thought Klein was going to get to him as he came up from the defensive back position. Yeah.
He was just able to get that edge and kind of sneak up and get about 8 yards. Mike Lyons was in pursuit as well. Mike Lyons did a nice job of kind of taking a good angle, making sure that he wasn't going to spring it for a long play.
Again, they send wideouts to each side. They get Ford in the backfield. They give it to Ford. Ford looking for something, gets hit. Cristofaro in there along with some teammates.
I don't think they have it.
Mike Lyons coming off the bottom of the pile.
I think it's going to be just short.
Magararu
Third down.
And, of course, Broomstein.
Yep, so third, just about a little less than a yard here.
Yeah. So let's see what happens. Do they just try to get that belly hand up and get the 1 yard, or do they try to fake something and go for something bigger, which is risky because if you miss it, you've got fourth down deep in your own territory. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. 8-6 Mashpee lead. Great game here in South Shore League ball.
I think it's something like this. You've got to, you got the quarterback sneak. You just power it up. That's what you got to do. It's football. You got to power it.
High backfield. Gonzalez on the left side, tight end. They give to Ford. Ford's going to get the first down. It looks as he gets it up to about the 25. Move the stakes. Clock stops at 2:38.
Down at 25 yard line.
First and 10 for the Falcons as Miller comes in from the sidelines with the next play.
We've only seen a few pass plays from the Falcons. Obviously you're getting down at 2:31. You're at the 25-yard line. You're going to have to probably throw the ball if you're going to get all the way down the other end, unless you get a big play.
Well, see what they do here. They go with a shotgun. Hughes out wide near side. Gonzalez is lined up right in the slot.
Watch him.
Now they flooded. They put Ford over the near side. They're looking for Gonzalez. He's button hook. He's going to be taken down for a loss and a sack.
Gonna like that. Number 50.
It's Dylan Magararu, the man from Randolph Street.
Nice job by Dylan getting in there and causing the pressure.
That's what we needed to see, is not let Miller sit up. He was looking for Gonzalez, who did a little button hook about 7 and 10 yards downfield. But that brings him back to where the 18-yard line.
So here's on that play, Sean, I was watching actually Gonzalez. I thought, because he was in the slot, I thought for sure they were trying to isolate him and get the ball to him.
2nd and 17. Again, Ford, deep man in the eye. Wide out to each side. Little draw play to Ford left side. Ford gets tripped up. Gets almost to the original line of scrimmage.
Oh, that's a good call, though. A nice draw play there. The only thing is they kind of packed it in. They kind of packed it in. They only had one wide receiver, but in that play, a good draw play. If you had more people spread out, someone like Ford can get going.
And Abington now calling timeout to stop the clock with 1:23 to go and a 3rd and long coming up. Obviously, they're hoping that they hold him here in 3rd and make him punt, leave some time on the clock.
Yeah, on the drop play, what you're trying to do is you're trying to catch the lineman and defense really kind of pushing to try to pressure the quarterback and coming up, and then they can run right by him on the blocks. And that's the Green Wave did a good job of staying home. He's able to pick up 6 yards, but when it's 2nd and about 18, you're more than willing to give up that yardage.
Remind you, the Green Wave will be playing next week away on October 5th at Hull High School. And then Thursday, October 11th, they'll be home against the Middleborough Sachems. And the following week, they'll be away at Cohasset on Friday night. So some big games. Those are all league games coming up. This is the first of our 4 league games. So huge games.
Absolutely.
No matter what happens tonight.
Cohasset down there is always a tough time.
Yep.
So there's no question about it. Always a good, quick, fast team, tough team.
And we haven't played Middleborough in football in years.
For years. Probably back when I was playing, like Steve McGuire.
Yeah.
You guys played Middleborough. Huh? You guys played Middleborough, right?
Me and I beat the ball. Yeah.
I think it was my wedding day. Huh? I think it was my wedding day, actually.
It was your wedding day.
Everything's a wedding day or a birthday.
I know, Sean. It's just, what?
I was in the hospital.
Yeah. That's right.
3rd and 13 now. Wideouts again. They stack it up
from
again.
Saying what happened.
They got Ford in the slot along with Gonzalez. Shotgun formation for Miller. Green Wave got to put some pressure on Miller. Miller looking to throw. They go for a quick out pat to number 10. That's Hughes. Hughes at the 25 is going to be out of bounds.
Nice job.
Well short of the first.
Nice job
that
by the Green Wave. Nice job, the Green Wave managing that. Really had deep. They gave the underneath pass. On a third and 13 there, or 3rd and 13 rather. They gave the underneath pass there, and the Green Wave was able to come up and stop him well short of the first down. So nice job by the Green Wave. Get an opportunity here with 1:16 and 3 timeouts right at the end of the 2nd quarter here to see if they can do some more damage.
Ball marked at the 28. 4th down and 7. They line up for the punt from Gonzalez. Will Klein standing back at his own 35. Good snap. Gonzalez.
Oh,
gets it blocked
again.
It's blocked. Labossiere with his 3rd punt block in 2 games.
Wow.
Christian Labossiere. Wow.
Apparently they didn't get the tape from last week. Wow, just right over the guard, exact same spot that he ran last week.
And that's great field position for the Green Wave
Wow, that's
now.
huge. That's
with
like a turnover.
1:11 on the clock.
Just like a turnover with that field position. That flips it about 30 yards for the Green Wave. Still have 3 timeouts, plenty of time.
So where are they marking it here? On a 35?
What?
Just waiting for them to place the ball. Looks like they're going to go right down on the 33, 34?
34.
Right down on the 34-yard line with 1:11, as I said, on the clock. Green Wave have at least 2 timeouts left, I believe. They come up on the line of scrimmage. Augusta out wide to the far side. Klein lined up in the left wing. Labossiere looking to throw. Rolling, throwing, going Augusta's way in the corner. Augusta, what a dive, grab another flag throw. That'll be another 15-yard penalty and a first down for the Green Wave. Stops the clock. Instant offense there. So, from the 34, they'll move it down to the 19.
Well, Sean, I totally agree with you on that play. They had a better angle. Because for me, I didn't really see that, but wow. Nice job by the Green Wave getting out there. He was definitely open. The ball, could have been caught only by him, Colby Augustus. So
well thrown
nice
ball.
Toss, So that's going to bring it right down with 1:04. The Green Wave picks up 15 quick. It's going to bring it right down to what, the 21?
19, I believe.
19 rather. 19. I'm sorry.
Yep. 1:04 on the clock. A lot of time now. Abington has some time here to punch it in from 19 yards out. First down. Augusta going to line up the near side. They got Spry and Leary in the backfield. Klein, the left side wing. Bossier checking out his teammates. Was under center. They give. Leary cuts it back. Oh, he slips down. Slippery field to bring up second down. Got to get back right on the ball here. The ball clock is rolling with 56 seconds to go. And it looks like we're going to Green Wave call timeout. 51 seconds on the clock. Got to stop that clock. A little hydration time.
We were talking about that's where the field becomes tough. We saw earlier when the Falcons player kind of turned around on a sharp cut to get the pass and fell. And in that instance as well, when you're trying to make those really sharp cuts, that's when it's going to be tough.
Sean Riley, Kevin Whalen, and Derek Nuttall bringing you this Abington Green Wave football action. 8-6, Mashpee lead.
Great game, Sean. Exactly what we
game.
expected. Some back and forth, some great coaching. Great plays on both sides. Exactly what we expected to see before the game started.
Clem Leary is calling Jack Riley to press box because he wants his tennis ball for the halftime. So, Kev, what do you do here? 2nd and 12 at about the 21.
So I think you have 1 or 2 timeouts left. They haven't hit the mark. So
no more than 2 anyhow,
no more than
right?
2. So
we should probably keep track of this sometime.
I know, we should. I know they had a couple earlier. They have this one, so I think they have 2 left.
Steve McGuire says take a shot at the end zone right now.
I don't disagree with that at all.
Now they got, obviously, Devon Ford is your safety back there, talented guy. But when you get guys like Klein and Augusta and you put one on one side, one on the other, who do you pick?
Well, the other thing is, too, you've got
defend.
I don't know if Seamus Smith's playing tonight. Is out there right now, but he's
Smith,
someone
right.
that they haven't seen play all year. So something like that could really be kind of a surprise to them. But you always go after your best players. Number 4 is your best player. Try to get the ball in his hands.
Klein on the far side. Klein in the I backfield with Augusta, and they pitch.
He's going to
Looking to throw, puts it up in the air for Augusta, in the end zone! He might have picked it off. He did!
Oh.
The ball got bobbled in the air, and Devon Ford just picked it off in the back of the end zone.
He was out of bounds by the time he had control. Come on.
A great play by Devon Ford. It was intercepted in the back of the end zone. That'll give them the ball on the 20-yard line.
Colby Augusta had the ball.
Wow, what a turnaround. And we'll see if Mashpee wants to run a few plays or just going to kneel down. I don't expect that they will, but we'll see what happens.
Well, in this game, is the clock is, you play to the last second in this game, Sean.
How about that, though? Great punt block by our guy, Labossiere.
Right.
Great interception by their guy, Ford. This is why these two teams are so fun to watch.
Well, Ford did a nice job of not biting on it, Sean, and coming up to protect the run.
All right, 1st and 10 at the 20. Wide outs to each side once again. Ford is offset to the right of Ian Miller. Vinitsky's in the backfield. Miller looking to throw. Puts it up in the air.
Oh,
almost picked off.
How do you
Klein
throw that?
was
I don't
looking
know.
at that, just went up to a little bit too high for him.
I don't know how you throw that, Paul.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a guy right in between him, and the guy had somebody is right there ready to tackle him.
I think they were setting up a little hook and pitch there
think
because
so?
I think it was Gonzalez who was coming around underneath them. Not that he's a speedster. Thank you, Jack. We've got our tennis balls for the halftime tennis ball throw. Bring up second down with 37 seconds on the clock.
Sean, Jack, Sean will give you half. 37 seconds to go here.
Santos out wide to the far side. Gonzalez in the far side slot. They take a draw, going for a draw now. Ford going to be, nope, he breaks a tackle, but he gets out of bounds. Smart play by Ford. There's the senior running back. Good head on his shoulders. Stops the clock by going out of bounds. Had he fallen inbounds, the clock would have rolled. They would have had to burn a timeout. 30 seconds on the clock. Brings up third down along 8.
Well, the important thing here for the Green Wave is keep it in front of you. Don't give up the big play. Don't give up a touchdown before the halftime, Sean. And since you've got a third and 8, as you said here, making sure that you're going down only by 2 points. Get the ball back in the second half. You focus on that.
So does Mashpee go deep, or do they set up a screen and hope
and
that
if Mashpee does something stupid and throws an interception, then that's even better, right?
Hughes wide on the far side. Ford going to be deep in the eye. Miller under center. Gives it up the middle. Quick dive by Vinitsky. He's going to be short of the first. Bring up fourth down. Abington's going to call timeout with 25 seconds on the clock.
That's the final timeout?
Yes, it is for the Green Wave. So the ball is going to be, what, 4th and 4 about. 25 seconds. What a first half game. That's
crazy
great.
First half, back and forth. Not a lot of scoring, but a lot of activity, a lot of gamemanship by the coaches. Both coaches calling a lot of timeouts, changing defenses,
Two of the
changing
best
offenses.
coaching staffs in the league by far. Mashpee has won 3 state championships in a row at Gillette Stadium. And Green Wave have also, as we all know, have been to Gillette Stadium a number of times, and both of these teams like to get back there. They did announce yesterday that once again the Crafts have opened up Gillette Stadium for 6 of the 8 championship games will be played in Gillette Stadium. They only do 6 because they don't have time to fit all 8 games. So 2 of the games are always played off-site, usually at a college or some other large stadium.
It's going to be 4th and 3 here. See what they come out with the punting.
Ball marked at the 27. Fourth and 3. Klein's going to be back at about his own 40. Gonzalez lining up as if to punt. You just never know with these two teams. Gonzalez is out wide to the far side. Low snap. Gonzalez comes up with it. Flag thrown.
Offsides on the Green Wave.
Flag thrown. Oh, that'll give him a first down. Klein now coming around, trying to get up the middle. Spinning. Not spinning, but trying to turn the corner. Does turn the corner, gets it up on the 50. Good block over the 40, and then knocked out of bounds with 9 seconds to go.
It's going to be offsides against the Green Wave.
Tough break. They're moving the stakes. They got to hold the stakes. We'll wait for
that was a crushing block there.
Referee Nyman.
Well, now you know why they don't kick it. Newman, right? You said?
Referee Newman. Sorry, I said Nyman. Oh, illegal formation, so we can deny.
Deny the penalty. Wow.
All right, so the Green Wave, how's that with 9 seconds to go?
I thought it was because I saw the Green Wave got such a great jump on it.
And they'll have the ball where?
Oh, 5 yards to the end of the run. Wow.
All righty.
So the Green Wave is going to have probably 2 shots at it, Sean.
Well, 9 seconds to go. They have to go in the air for one. I don't know. Maybe it just might be one shot.
See what they do. You want to make sure you get both opportunities here.
Well, Clem Leary's asking for a big field goal because he was a former college field goal kicker. So the ball is at the 28-yard line.
Too bad it must skip a generation, right?
Ball at the Mashpee 28. Shotgun formation, wideouts to each side for Labossiere. Labossiere going down in the corner.
Got McGuire.
Looking for a man. Oh,
He
he
tripped
tripped
him.
up.
He tripped
And it's a
him.
flag.
He tripped him.
Oh, they're going to say incidental contact. Oh, they just say an incidental contact. It could have been a 10-yard penalty and another 15-yard penalty and another first down. Wow.
Well, it would have been a little closer, but wow. Oops. Sorry, got a little excited.
2 seconds left on the clock. They'll put the ball back down on the 28-yard line. Good protection by the offensive line. Gave Labossiere just the amount of time he needed. He tried to feather that up there to let Matt McGuire get under it. But they get tripped up in the end zone. So we got one more shot at it here.
Now another timeout.
Must be Mashpee's timeout because the Green Wave's out of timeout, but thank you very much.
Crazy last 3 minutes of the game. 3 minutes of the half.
I don't want to say, but Abington has scored in the last minute of the first half, the last 2 games.
Exactly.
Right?
In Rockland, there was no time on the clock.
Yeah. Norwell, they scored, and then they ran back the kickoff.
Well, they're talking about staying back.
First play was
They're talking about like staying back and making sure because the Green Wave has run so many times. They've run the last, the hook and lateral there. And last year they ran it like I can't remember the Boise State play where they actually pitched it twice. They did the pass and then they pitched it twice, and it became Julian Edelman's play of the game, play of the week.
I mean, you got guys like Seamus Schmidt and Matt McGuire are pretty tall, good hands, if they can get in the end zone, but they got to get the time to get down there. Again, it's kind of a little bit slick out there. You got to get Labossiere enough time to kind of wait until they get down there before he launches it. Put a little jump ball situation, and may the best man win. Whew. High school football at its best here. Worth the price of admission here at Memorial Field. It could be the tackle eligible, and they put Brimstein out. What do you think?
I think that's not in the playbook.
I doubt it. I know that was your dream when you played, but
that was more my fear.
All right, so 2 seconds on the clock. 8-6 Mashpee lead. This should be the last play of the first half, unless there's a defensive penalty. Then the Green Wave will get a free extra play. They break the huddle. They send Augusta out wide. They get Schmidt and Klein in the right slot. They get, looks like McGuire in the near side wide. Shotgun for Labossiere. Labossiere rolling right, setting up, throws, puts it right down the middle, and it's going to fall incomplete.
That'll be the end.
Just had to launch, and that'll be the end of the first half. A great first half of play by both teams. The Green Wave will be taking the kickoff, receiving the kickoff to start the second half after they take their break in the locker room.
Well, nice job by both teams, Sean, both coaching staffs. Really an exciting game here.
Very good game. So again, we'll take a break at the half. Mashpee Falcons 8, Green Wave 6. We'll be back for third quarter action in just a few minutes.
There's a long hat.
All right, we're back for second half action. Sean Riley, Kevin Whalen bringing you the second half coming up. But during the break, we had the booster bleacher bomb where you throw your tennis ball out to midfield, try to hit the target. And Jose Acevedo won the $280 jackpot. And we also want to send him a shout out to the Acevedo family where they donated $120 of that jackpot back to the Green Wave Boosters.
Oh, that's nice of them.
Very nice. We greatly appreciate it. So, Kev, Green Wave are going to get the opening kickoff here in the second half, trailing by 2. And I think, obviously, we were hoping they're just going to march it right downfield, kind of get on that scoreboard.
Yeah, you'd like to see a nice sustained drive, where they're able to, maybe have like 10 or 12 plays, or, just grind it out and really take over the line of scrimmage. I'd like to see that, do a little running, a little passing, mix up their offense a little bit. We'll see what happens. I mean, obviously, Mashpee's got a good defense out there. Has held them to 6 points this first half. So, Sean, we were saying earlier, obviously you want to win every game you play, but, these teams more than likely, if, things, play out in the south region here for the Green Wave and for Mashpee, they're probably going to see each other in the playoffs.
Right.
So
they did last year.
They did last year, and I think, obviously if you go far enough, you end up playing each other because they're in the same division.
Gonzalez to kick. A short end over end kick. I mean, grab right at the 27-yard line by Costa Retzfos. Retzfos up to the 30. Still on his feet up to the 40. Good return.
Good return there. Good field position. And
by the junior.
I think they're scared, Sean, of Will Klein being back deep there. Yeah, he's obviously showed on a few plays tonight his skills in the open field as well, and they kicked it to the up man even though they can kick it deep. So nice job by Costarezzo getting that ball up to the 40, giving him good field position here to start off the second half.
Here come the mighty, mighty Green Wave. Augusta out wide to the far side of the field. Tight formation behind the Bossier, which has Spry and Klein. Give, quick dive to Klein. Klein gets hit as he gets to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Nothing doing. Nice job by the Mashpee. Really just overloaded on that right side and was able to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
That's right. Both teams trying to keep the other one honest there. Green Wave with a quick dive.
First time we've seen Klein, Will Klein kind of in between the tackles.
Yeah, with a dive like that.
Mostly been kind of outside in space.
Whistles on the field. We have an injury? Or
number 10 is coming out.
helmet problem.
Helmet issue. That is Devin Hughes is coming out. It looks like Kilgore. Number 7, Kurgo.
Wide out each side now. The shotgun formation for Christian Labossiere. Labossiere looking to throw. Looks for a quick out pattern. Oh, in and out of the hands of Colby Augusta. A little high. Falls incomplete. Bring up 3rd and 10.
He had to rush that pass a little bit. Was getting a little pressure.
3rd and a long 10 here at the 40. Not the way the Green Wave really wanted to start it off. But let's see what they do on 3rd down.
But that's why you get 3, Sean.
That's right.
So see with the Green Wave, obviously a passing situation here.
Labossiere wearing number 9 for the Green Wave this year, the senior quarterback and safety.
We haven't seen any of the bubble screens or anything of that nature, Sean, this so far tonight.
Seamus Schmidt lines up at the near side in the slot. Klein on the far side slot. Shotgun for Labossiere. And motion. Oh, motion against the Green Wave. Be a 5-yard penalty, make it 3rd and 15. I didn't see who moved, but the referee certainly did.
I think the Green Wave fans were yelling. They thought maybe there was the defense jumped there. I don't know if they were reacting to the motion. Of course, it's the other side that called it, so you're always a little skeptical, Sean, when they were on the visitor side.
Why are you skeptical, Kev?
Yeah, the
It's
chirping.
not like that's a Mashpee ref.
A lot of chirping.
So 3rd down now for the Green Wave. 9:18 to go on the clock here. The opening possession of the 3rd quarter. 8-6, Mashpee leads. Again, Augusta out wide, near side. Matty McGuire out wide to the far side. Leary, deep man in the backfield. The only man in the backfield. Klein in motion, looking to throw. They throw back to Augusta. He's going to go throw deep. He's looking for Klein. It's going to be intercepted by Ford at the 42-yard line. Ford coming down the sideline. Ford gets knocked out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. So another big play by Ford.
Yeah, he just couldn't get at the ball there. Klein had a few steps on him.
And it'll give good field position here for the Falcons in Abington territory with 9:06 to go. What are they marking it, Kev? Right at the 40?
Right at the 40, right where the Green Wave started. We're now at the 39. I don't know. I don't think they know. It's like
We're right at the 39, as you say. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Shotgun formation. There goes Ford in motion. Oh, movement. Flag down against the Falcons this time. Gotta wonder if Ford can throw the ball. When he goes in motion like that, they give him a little belly handoff. Is he gonna pull up and throw?
Yeah, they don't have people deep though, Sean, on that play. I mean, they're down there blocking for him, trying to get him in space. I mean, they probably could. He's a heck of an athlete.
Yeah. Well, this is kind of one of those times where you think that Mashpee would love to go and get a quick score, a quick little dagger to get up on Abington. But Abington maybe hopefully will come answer the bell here. Ball at the 44 now. 1st and 15. Wishful thinking. Gonzalez is going to line up in the right side slot. Number 10, Devon Hughes, is going to be in the far side. You get Ford going in motion now, away from you. They load it up on the right side. Looking to throw. They're going to a little bubble screen to Hughes. Hughes at the 50.
He's holding.
Hughes,
Jeez.
the 45, then trips down at the 40.
That is ridiculous. Will Klein was held like you hold at junior high dances, Sean.
Jeez. That bad.
It was that bad. My gosh.
2nd and 11 at the 40. Green Wave D. See what they can do here to kind of get this ball back away from the Falcons. Abington trails 8-6.
Well, the Falcon, it's funny as much as like it's back and forth and it's a good game shot. It's kind of choppy. There really hasn't been any. The drives have been like kind of a big play, and then it's been kind of a funny game. It's very different. Two good defenses really kind of disrupting their offenses.
Again, Ford deep in the eye. They fake. They're looking to throw.
Lyons is right there.
Big rush, looking for Gonzalez. Now he pulls up, Pop's going down deep, and it's going to be knocked away. Great play.
Colby Augusta.
Colby.
What a play.
Wow. That was a well-thrown ball. That was coming right into the arms of the intended receiver, Hughes.
That's somebody not giving up and just, he's known he was beat by a little bit there. Sean, a couple of steps, was able to close down as the ball went in the air and was just able to get Zom in there for the big tip. Nice job by Colby Augusta bringing up a 3rd and 11.
Good coverage on the under route there, too. He wanted to go short, pulled up. Nice ball again by Miller. Good job rolling against his arm,
Well, Green Wave had good pressure. Lyons, as he tried to kind of roll with him and to keep him contained, kind of lost his footing there.
Lyons now takes a breather. 3rd and 11 at the 40-yard line. Ford's going to line up wide out, slot with Hughes out wide right. They send one man out very wide to the near side. Shotgun formation with Miller. He's going to block him back. Looks like Finisky. Miller now puts his man in motion, looking to throw, faking the bubble screen. Looking now, he does put it outside, and the flat is dropped.
Yeah.
Forward pass, incomplete.
They just couldn't make the pick there. It was almost like a shortstop. He had to go down and get that and kind of running at the same time. That's a tough catch. And, if he'd let him, he would have been able to get some yardage out of that. Brings up a 4th and 11 here.
4th and 12 at the 41.
4th and 12.
7:59 in the 3rd quarter clock.
Chris Nagel says 11.
Oh, they moved up to the 40. You're right. It's 4th and 11.
4th and 11.
So the option is to either try to pin Abington deep, kind of coffin corner probably.
I can't imagine that they would punt this ball.
They're lining up to punt, and they got to be telling them to just kick it to the sideline. But we'll see what happens here. Of course, watch the fake.
I'm surprised. I'd go for it. They're trying to give Abington a long field.
Good snap. He does go right to the right side. Going to bounce it about the 15. Goes right out of bounds. No return.
It's a nice placed ball there by Gonzalez.
Yep. They mark. Where are they? Oh yeah, he's going to move it back. Here he comes. To the 15, I believe.
Yep, that's right
14.
Where we
yep,
said
15.
It. I think they rolled out of bounds.
No, it really just bounced at the 15, right on the intersection of the sideline. Went out. So
1st and 10 here for the Green Wave.
Green Wave going to try to restart their engine here in the 3rd quarter.
What's funny, Sean, it was almost midway through the second quarter before they got their second series here, and the Green Wave already have 2 series in this first half. 3rd quarter.
Give right up the middle, quick dive play. There goes Spry, just running over people.
That's what we like to see. Woo! Back to that power game.
Yeah. That's what I like to see him using between the tackles. 1st down for the Green Wave.
Now you go outside, you get him a little loose, and then you hit Spry up the middle again.
I go right up the middle once again. You got Spry in the middle, in the backfield. Right 1st and 10. LaBossiere puts Klein in motion to give to Klein. On the right side, cuts a cut back up. Only gets about 1 or 2 on the play. Maybe 1 at best. Well, back to the line of scrimmage. He kind of lost his footing there as he was trying to cut back.
It's hard. That's the hard thing, because it's like once you have to make a sharp cut in, it's like that's where you lose your footing. So if you kind of can get out to the outside where there's grass, it's like I think where the footing's a little bit better.
Knowing that the ball is always spotted between the hash marks, so that's where you see a lot of the line play, which means you eat up the grass in the middle of the field.
Exactly. It's obviously we had a good 1.5 inches of rain, in the last day. So
2nd and 10 for Abington. The ball at their own 26-yard line. High backfield. LaBossiere calls his cadence. They put Leary in motion. Klein with the pitch left. Spry with the blocking back. Klein gets it just up to about the original line, really. It's going to be 3rd and long. At about the 26 again. No real gain on the play.
No play there. They did a nice job of stringing it out, Sean, kind of containing him all the way along the line. And it's going to be third. Makes it a passing situation here for the Green Wave.
Matty McGuire, number 10, and Seamus Schmidt, number 17, checking in for the Green Wave. Labossiere gets the call from the sideline, rejoins the huddle.
Christopher and Gabe Spry come out. Well, it's important for the Green Wave here, trying to get good protection for Labossiere. He's going to get like 10 years. He's going to get 10 yards here to pick up that first down. Need to give him time so the guys can get downfield.
Hughes is picking up on Augusta on the near side. Ford kind of shading over here. Looking to throw. Puts it up. Ball's up. It connects at the 35-yard line.
Just short. Just short.
Augusta went up all the way, climbed the ladder, and came down to 35.
I think he was right at the sticks, and then as he jumped forward, and then he got hit. It's going to be a yard short.
Yeah, 4th and 1 at the 35.
Yeah, that's not close, I don't think.
So do you go up the line of scrimmage and try to bark him offside, or kick it away?
You can try that.
I gotta bring out the measurements just to check how far they need to go.
They're a good half a yard.
Yeah, half a ball, maybe a ball's length.
Wow.
Yeah.
One football.
Yeah. 5:25 on the clock here in the third quarter.
Well,
decision here for Abington.
The tackle there really helped the placement of the ball, because he was definitely probably at about the 30, the 36-yard line as he went up, and then as he caught it, he got pushed back.
So risky play if the Green Wave don't get the first down here and give the ball over at the 35 to Mashpee. Big play if they make it. Conservative, maybe a smart play if they kick it. Who knows?
We're going to see what happens here, see if the Green Wave go for it.
Of
course, you're giving them a short field, and the more you give a team the short field, eventually they're going to be able to take advantage of that, Sean. So
Green Wave
still plenty of time to play the field position game.
Let's see what they do here. They're going to line up to go. They go right up to the line of scrimmage. Mashpee gets up in a goal line defense. Labossiere pushes, bum rush, trying to get forward.
They gave it to him. They gave it to him. Wow,
good job by the Green Wave. Bennett and there, and boys, Broomstein, Bagararu.
Well, we saw that last week too, and the Green Wave came right up on the line, and it's really an effective play. Last week they got about 4 yards on the very same play. So
Mike Lyons in there helping out, 50, 52, 53, 70. All the big boys.
Nice job moving, and they had all 11 guys right in the middle of there too, Sean. The Mashpee did, so nice job of the Green Wave pushing them off the ball to get that first down. Just under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Ball at about the 36. Labossiere gives Klein. Klein cuts, trying to keep moving. Klein still with the ball, dives forward to about the 39-yard line.
He made an extra 3 or 4 yards there, all on his own. Nice job by Will Klein. Got about 4 actually.
Tackle on the play by Nick it looks like Bartolome, number 30, along with some of his teammates. Ball just inside the 40 as they mark it. Green Wave.
They are a quick team though to the ball. Like once as far as the pursuit, Mashpee's able to really get to the ball pretty quickly once you go inside to side.
LaBosse calls the cadence. Puts Leary in motion. Gives Leary left side. Leary cuts it back.
A nice shot. He's got room. He's got room.
The 45.
How do you say?
Leary
touchdown.
Leary. 20.
Leary. Woo-hoo.
A 60-yard touchdown run by number 22, Colin Leary.
Wow.
Whoa, what a cutback by Leary, the senior halfback. Green Wave needed that one.
Wow. Didn't see that coming. The one thing that he doesn't bounce it outside. He consistently cuts. It was a great cut. He consistently cuts it back in against the grain. Kind of caught everybody flat-footed and was just off to the races, showing his speed.
Woo! That was a great cut. Good blocking by the Green Wave line once again.
His father was a kicker in high school. I'm glad he's a running back in high school.
I know that assistant coach Jack Malafronte is going to be happy. Jack is the uncle of Colin down there on the sideline. Actually, Jack, I think, is above us in the press box right now.
He is.
So here come the Green Wave now. Going to line up for the two-point conversion with a 12-8 lead.
This is important.
Shotgun for Labossiere. Red Sox to his right. Looking to throw. Puts it right across. Falls incomplete. Kind of a collision across the middle and falls incomplete, but the Green Wave will take the lead, a 4-point lead at that. What a run by Colin Leary.
Absolutely, put the Green Wave up 12-8. And you know, like I said, it's like just a great cut as he came in. Didn't even like juke to the outside. He just made a decision to cut back inside, and absolutely nobody was there.
And here's where Mashpee now, we hope, will fumble on the kickoff, and Abington receives it, gets the ball back again.
Well, I think one of the things Mashpee's doing, Sean, is that, you know, they are trying to spread it out and stretch it out. So what happened was it's like, you know, they have containment on the outside, but then when you cut it back in, there's nothing absolutely there. And Leary was able to spring for the touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, when he came back towards this side of the field, there was nobody on this side of the hash marks. And he put on some jets there. We haven't seen Leary put on that speed in quite a while. That was awesome. So Klein will line it up on his own 40-yard line. 60-yard run. Green Wave gets credit for an 85-yard drive.
It's interesting here, though. Like the Green Wave really has them guessing as far as what they're going to do here. I mean, I do the same thing I did before. Just drill it down there.
Yeah, go right down towards the Mashpee side. Ford's on our side of the hash marks. They do. They go right down in the open space. Ford will pick it up at the 16. Ford looking for a hole. Cuts back.
He's got some room.
He's still moving. Cuts it back once again. Slips up and then gets it all the way up to the 38-yard line.
All right, let's kick it to the up man. He just scares you every time he has the ball. He's such a special player.
He's a talented kid.
There's going to be a penalty down there. It looks like at the 28, which would be fortuitous for the Green Wave. Block in the back.
Yep, they're going to move him back.
So that'd be a 10-yard penalty, I believe, right? So bring it down to the 18.
28. Okay.
No.
It's from the point. Yeah, you're right. The penalty was at the 28.
Right.
Oh, that's big break for the Green Wave.
It puts him there, so. Yeah, we didn't give enough credit. I can't have to find out on the tape where that crushing block though. I didn't see who that was, but what a block and a comeback. Reminds me of the old days with Max Barrett.
I was just gonna say.
You know.
And what about
Alex Tempesta?
Oh, he's gonna kill me. He's up on Robbins Avenue. All right, I backfield. He was on WEEI.
Yeah, right.
I backfield behind quarterback Miller. Dive to the left side. Big hole by Ford. Ford up to the 35 to the 40. Midfield. Ford down to 35. Jumps up and going to find. No, he's still on his feet.
Tackle him.
And then take it down at the 25-yard line. Paul Chaudier is who I was thinking of.
You know, Sean, you were talking earlier at the game. The Green Wave has done a good job of it so far tonight. There's an example of you got to tackle him.
Yeah.
You know, they're kind of pushing him and not grabbing him and tackling him.
3.5 minutes to go. The clock rolling with the ball now all the way down to the 26-yard line. That was a big pickup there by Ford and company, starting from his own 18. Do the math. And Miller comes into his huddle. Abington up 12-8. The first lead of the game here.
I'd be riding that horse all night long, Sean. Number one would be a pretty tired kid by the time at the end of a game.
Well, he's getting the I backfield behind Viniski. Miller under his center. Miller gives to Viniski right up the middle. Quick dive, picks up about 3.
54 in there. Landers in there for the tackle for the Green Wave. Makes it second and I'd say second and about 6 here, Sean.
Viniski's only a sophomore.
Viniski, number 12?
No, 12. Sorry, the fullback. Second down. And about 6 here? 6, 7. Nagel says 7. That Norwell education finally kicking in.
Long 6.
Larry Keogh, the official clock operator, right out of the muster field. Gets to walk home again tonight. I backfield. Ford again, the deep man in the eye. Wide out to each side. Looking to throw. Big rush. They throw a flag.
There's going to be
possible hold there, and it falls incomplete. It's got to be a hole back in that area.
Yeah, I think that's
it. It is a hold against Mashpee. And great rush. Again, Gabe Spry putting a lot of pressure on.
Mike Lyons once again was in there defensively.
Moving them back. 2:06 in the third quarter. What a great game. Two great teams out there. Want to thank Bill Marquardt, who's our official team photographer for all Green Wave sports. He's down on the sideline, right at about the 43-yard line right now on our side, taking some shots. Does a great job. Posts them all online for the families and kids to enjoy. Ball marked back into 32 now. 2nd down and long. 2 wideouts to each side. Shotgun formation for Miller.
Watch Gonzalez out there.
And it goes forward in motion. Now ball's on the ground! Ball's on the ground!
Who has it? Little scrum.
Looks like Mashpee does get it.
It's going to be 3rd. They lose another couple yards on that, though. So about a 2-yard loss. Make it.
Recovered by number 55 from Mashpee. Who's that? That's Sam Brooks on the recovery.
Nice job by them to get that. So it makes it now, you're down about what? So 22, so got about 17 to go here, 19
Timeout call by Mashpee. They want to think about this one. 1:34 on the clock. Sorry to interrupt your calculation.
No, I think, yeah, but it's important, I think, here for the Green Wave. You know, Sean, you got them down 3rd and long at this point. You just can't give up
Like
that.
3rd and 18, right? 3rd and 19 according to
19.
Larry Keough.
So that means 18. So.
Sean Riley, Kevin Whalen, Derek Nuttall, Ethan Curtin bringing this Abington Green Wave sports football extravaganza here. This is the 4th game of the season. Both teams come in undefeated.
This is a great game, and we're talking the first 3 games for the Green Wave. Last week they played really their first complete game, but I tell you, it's pretty impressive that both teams are playing at this level this early in the season. So,
yeah.
You really got to give both coaches, both coaching squads credit. Both teams look great. Back and forth, a really hard-fought game. 1:34 to go here.
I want to send a shout out. Congratulations to the Green Waves girls soccer team who had a victory over the North Quincy High School the other day. Good job by Kate Casey and her team. Some great girls on that team. I used to enjoy watching them play in the youth leagues. Now they're up as juniors and seniors in the varsity level.
So did you coach them in youth?
I did.
Wow.
And despite that,
they overcame it.
Yes.
Wow. It's been a lot of.
I only coached to about the U12, and then when the girls started
being able to run,
teaching me more soccer strategy than I ever knew, I decided I should retire quickly.
Rise move.
3rd down and long for the Falcons of Mashpee High School. Again, Ford lines up in the near side slot. Kurgo out on the far side, in the near side out wide. Shotgun, looking to throw. Looking, now they're going to Ford in the corner, and there he is at the 10-yard line. Still fighting, and he's down to about the 1-yard line. How's that happen? Wow. Well, that was a 33-yard connection.
You got to put somebody over on the top with him. I mean, they're going to him, and that's what I said earlier. Like you want to ride him. He's your athlete. He's your player. He's probably one of the best, top 10 players in the whole state.
He's got great hands too.
Great hands. He's just, just a super athlete. You want to put the ball in his hands as much as possibly can.
1st and goal at the 1 now. Coming down to the 1-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. Mashpee breaks its huddle. Ford will be in the backfield with Vinitsky once again. They do go in the eye behind Miller. Miller gives to Ford, bobbled it, drives forward, and he's going to be in.
Yep, touchdown Mashpee.
1-yard touchdown. And Ford gets his 2nd of the game. First one was in the air, a 6-yard diving pass in the corner of the end zone. And 0:51 on the clock here in the 3rd. Puts them up 14-2. We say at the beginning of this game, we don't know if this is going to be a 3-touchdown game or a 3-point game. And
here we are, 2 points, and as we get closed down on the 3rd quarter here.
Now let's see if they go for the 2.
At this point for the Green Wave, I mean, it does matter, but at the same time, it almost doesn't, because the Green Wave's going to need to score a touchdown to go ahead and then hold them. I don't know what they're waiting for.
I'm not sure what they're doing either. They kick for the 3-point lead, or they go for the PAT. Timeout being called is Coach Treveri.
It's like long enough. I mean, they already had a timeout. Jesus.
If they want to burn one now in a PAT, this is how important every point is between the Mashpee and Abington.
The thing I don't understand about that, John, I mean, they were over there for a good 40, 45 seconds already before they called the timeout.
Don't criticize the Mashpee coaches, because there's a lot of fans in Mashpee who apparently watch these games on the internet. And, we don't want to. Listen, we are representing Green Wave Nation.
Very
We're supposed to
good.
describe things on
What
a
I'm
green
saying is
point
that
of
he
view.
already had time, and then he calls the timeout. Should have been.
All right, so they get the final instructions from Coach Treveri. He's still talking to Ian Miller, the junior quarterback. Apparently they're going to go for 2 here with a 2-point lead. See if they can get a 4-point lead if they're successful, or the Green Wave can hold them here and keep it at 2. They're going to put Ford once again in the eye. Oh, they get confusion here as to where they're putting their backs. Trying to stack it up on the right side. Now they put a man in motion. They give Ford left side. Ford's going to be hit.
Nice job there.
The PAT
Sean
rush.
Land is in there, number 54 for the Green Wave, making the big, coming in right over the guard and making that tackle. Nice job.
Wow, a lot of time and effort for that one.
I know, exactly. Gosh, I'm going to say they should take all that much. They should take that time on every single play, Sean. My goodness.
So Mashpee, though, regains the lead with 51 seconds left here in the third.
It is funny you see that, though. Like, you know, you take a timeout, you think they're going to come out, and so many times there's more confusion after you call a timeout for whatever reason.
14-12, Mashpee will be kicking off right to left across your television screen. Green Wave going to send Klein and Retzos back along with Leary. We have that big, huge 60-yard touchdown run.
We're going to need another one of those from him or someone else out there. Like we said, I mean, the good thing for us is we get so many good running backs.
Both teams are really matching each other tonight, doing a great job.
I wouldn't be surprised if they try to do an onside kick or something like that either, Sean. You never know. I mean, both coaches are very unpredictable.
Cedric Lucas Summers right in the middle of the field at about the 32-yard line. Gonzalez is ready. He's got the ball teed up at the 40. And a line drive kick going to go right to at the 13-yard line.
He goes right up the middle.
Cuts it up to 35 to 30. Down to 35, 45, 50, 45, 40, down to the 35-yard line. Woo! Gonzalez was the only man to beat, and Klein got an extra 15, 20 yards off of him.
Wow, nice run back. We're just talking earlier. I thought they were going to be kicking to the up men to avoid that big play, and they don't do it, and they get burnt all the way to the 35 by the Green Wave.
Great field position. Abington looking to capitalize here.
Klein is just an electrifying player.
He sure is. And you know what? That lights up the rest of the team, too, because they know to do not stop blocking. Get downfield and keep blocking until you hear the whistle, because the ball is just never ends. He doesn't stop running. These guys don't stop hitting, so that just pays dividends.
Absolutely.
39 seconds left to go. 1st and 10 in the third quarter.
Exactly. I was going to say that.
Spry in the backfield at fullback. It's a man in motion. They give to Spry.
Spry
to 30. Spry down to the 26-yard line. Very close to the first. Might be a half a yard short. Just lost his footing as he had one more man to beat, and he was going to be inside the 20 or more.
I know. That's what a great quick. They've
Love
had a
that.
couple of those quick hitters where
He's
just
deadly on it.
Absolutely. He just runs so low to the ground. We've said this before.
Yeah.
You know, he's just like a steamroller, just going down there and plowing people over. Nice
Reminds
job.
you of like Stevie Goldbranson and
Stevie Goldbranson in the day, and Jack Mellifronte was another one.
Mellifronte, another one, right? So 2nd and short now. The ball just outside the 25-yard line. Colin Leary and Spry in the backfield behind Lavoisier now. And
Timeout.
timeout. Oh, wait. Oh. Whistle was blown, but the players didn't hear it. Oh, it's the end of the quarter. I'm sorry. It's the end of the quarter. The clock ran down. Oh, the excitement we lost.
Well, it's funny because only this one ref was kind of blowing the whistle, so I think that's what. Nice job here. Great game, back and forth, Sean. And
just to recap the scoring, nothing happened in the first quarter, but in the second quarter, the six-yard touchdown pass from Ian Miller to Devon Ford in the corner, great diving grab, then a pass again from Miller to Devon Hughes, I apologize, for the PAT, made it an 8-0 lead with 6:51 left to go in the second quarter. It was a 74-yard drive. The Green Wave on their very next possession started the ball with their own 37, marched downfield, and had a 28-yard touchdown run by Will Klein with 3:47 left to go in the half. The rush by Leary was good, making that the rush was no good, making it an 8-6 game. Mashpee in the lead. As we moved down towards the end of the first half, there was a blocked punt again by Lavoisier when Mashpee was trying to kick on their own 28-yard line. They had the ball. Green Wave had the ball to 34, but then there was an end zone interception by Ford. Gave Mashpee the ball to 20, and then they ended up having a punt, and the half ended with the 8-6 Mashpee lead. Then to start in the third quarter, Abington threw an interception at about the 40-yard line, and the Falcons ended up punting, giving the ball back to Abington, and Abington, starting at their own 15, capitalized at a 60-yard touchdown run by Leary. And then we just saw the last Mashpee touchdown. Handoff on the right side.
They're not giving it to him.
He had to kind of pretty much get over the 25 for the first.
No. So you're going to call it 3rd and short now.
Yes, they are. What, Kev? You always have me just wanting to know what that brain is thinking. Could be anything.
You had that short situation a couple, the last few minutes ago there where they came out and ran the quarterback sneak, pushed the pile.
Well, you want to get this first, get a fresh set of downs. Klein and Spry in the backfield behind Lavoisier. They give Klein left side. Klein gets hit.
He's got the
gets
ball.
over the line of scrimmage.
Nice tough run in there. I mean, when they know you're coming there and you still do it, that's a nice job by the Green Wave offensive line.
That's right. Ball down at about the 24. Oh, they mark him back at the 25.
That's a bad spot.
It is. He fell forward to the 24. Wow.
I don't know how that's the spot.
I mean,
they gave it a first down, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, at the 25. I mean, honestly, Will Lamb, unless his knee went down, we didn't see it. It looked like he was inside the 25. All right, Green Wave with a fresh set of downs there at the 25-yard line of the Falcons. Spry in the backfield, lined up. Klein, the wing to the left, goes in motion. It's a counter play to Leary underneath. Leary spins, moves, gets stood up. Good hit by Ford coming up from the safety position. Picks up maybe 1 or 2 on the play.
2 on the play.
2.
Well, that's a play that keeps them honest too, Sean. Coming back, they got to stay at home. We haven't seen that play run all that much this year. I mean, that used to be a play that Green Wave would run.
Johnny Lane.
Yeah, would run that 4 or 5 times a game.
2nd and 8 for the Abington Green Wave. Schmidt's going to line up wide to the near side. They go with the I backfield. Klein behind Spry. Lavoisier.
Hand up to Spry. He's got room.
Spry on his feet. Spry keep moving. Down inside the 10.
That is just textbook running right there. He gets down lower than the other guy. He hits him, and then he lifts up and just drives the guy back on his back. Nice job by Gabe Spry picking up the first down.
Cannot say how valuable it is to have a tough fullback like that, especially a team like this where it's got speed, but you also get a little thunder. You get a little thunder and lightning. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line. 7.5 minutes to go and rolling here in the 4th quarter. The Green Wave trail by 2, 14-12. They come to the line of scrimmage. Spry right behind the quarterback with Leary to his right. Looking to throw. No, they're going to give it to Klein. Klein's going to get caught, but he's spinning. Klein's still on his feet.
Gets back to about the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
They're really just spying Will Klein right now when he's in the backfield. I mean, they've got guys, when he goes in motion, they've got guys following him right along. So it's going to be tough for him to do anything. I think it's good to play off of him, kind of come back with the counters and those type of things, or get him out in space.
I wouldn't doubt if you see a little naked bootleg by Lavoisier right now.
Possibility. You got a kid that can run.
Yeah.
One of the things, Schmidt coming off.
Green Wave, 2nd down. In motion goes Leary. They pitch to Leary. Leary
got
some blockers now, trying to turn it upfield, gets spun, gets down. He's still on his feet down about the 5. They got 3rd down for the Green Wave. Just under 6.5 minutes to go, and the clock continues to roll. This is when you start having a little clock management issues too, trying to make sure you don't leave a lot of time.
No, absolutely. You want to make sure you save those timeouts. Both sides have to be use those judiciously, Sean.
Wow.
Make sure they have. Word of the day.
3rd and goal at the 5. A big 3rd down play for both teams right now. Green Wave looking to get 6 or more. Ritzos and Spry in the backfield. Augusta left. That goes Klein in motion left.
And up for the middle, touchdown! Man, Muskegon!
Whoa, Gabe Spry with a huge hole in the right side.
I don't know how they opened that up, but my goodness, even you could have made that, Sean. All right, we're not going that far. Wow.
Gabe Spry, you know, he helped get him down there. He deserved
It's
that.
an important 2 points here because you want to make sure you make it 20-14, which is a touchdown, obviously. So you need to get these 2 points here to get a touchdown lead.
Yeah, the score right now,
Good Green Wave.
18-14, Green Wave's lead.
Great time off the clock there as well.
The Labossiere comes into the sideline, from the sideline. They break the huddle. Going for the 2 to make it a 6-point lead. Augusta out wide, rights, Klein in the slot. Now he steps back to the right of Spry. Looking to throw, rolling.
He's got Spry, he's got him.
Spry's open.
It's
in for 2.
conversion. Gabe
Nice
Spry.
play. Coming out of the backfield is Gabe Spry, the big fullback, uncovered, stepping over the goal line.
Green Wave using all the weapons. Colin Leary, Gabe Spry, Will Klein.
So Spry puts the 8 points on there for the Green Wave and puts them up by 6.
Well, that rollout definitely is, Sean, you know, one of those things where Labossiere can tuck it and run it if he feels he has it. Gabe Spry was wide open. I don't think I've seen Gabe Spry, like, you know, go out at all, you know, as far as for a pass. And,
Yeah.
you know, right there, it's like no one was covering him wide open. Nice job by the Green Wave. Great call.
Nice job by Spry. Great catch. Nice little toss there by Labossiere on the roll.
Gabe Spry had a couple of big runs and was able to get the touchdown and get the 2-point conversion as well. So
Oh, it never ends. The Green Wave to kick off, right to left. Mashpee kind of tightening up here, thinking, preparing for them to have an onside kick off the huddle, but Green Wave break it and spread out. They've got 2 men back now. Ford, and it looks like that's Kurgo. I believe number 7 it is. Kurgo on the far side is the kick. It's an onside kick, and it's going to be caught at about the 47-yard line. So, Mashpee Falcons will come on to the field. .5:42 left to go in the game.
you know, short field, good field position there for the Mashpee Falcons.
Let's go Green Wave D. See if we can use that speed. They're working the weight room if they can kind of get in between the gaps here.
We were talking earlier, Sean Lyons has had a great game for the Green Wave. Sean Landers has come up with some big plays.
Get Josiah Rosa in there on the line. High backfield again. Ford, who never gets tired. Deep man. They give to Ford left side. Ford gets over the line of scrimmage, tripped up though as he gets to about the Green Wave 48.
He picks up about 4.
Landers again on the tackle.
54 has done a good job for the Green Wave this year, consistent.
Always nice to have a Landers on your football team.
Hey, we've been fortunate for about the last 7 or 8 years.
2nd and 5 on the Green Wave 48-yard line.
This is the last one, right?
I think there's one more.
Is there one more?
I believe. They all keep growing up on us. I don't know.
I know.
Lose track of who's young and who's not. All right, same I backfield. They go wideouts to each side. Miller looks over the Green Wave D. They give to Ford, right side. Ford will get the first down to about the 41.
He's just gonna like ride Ford right here all the way. You can really, I think you can really key on Ford.
Well, you would think that Mashpee might be thinking that with just under 5 minutes to go, can they march it downfield, take time off the clock, get a touchdown, a tie,
and get the 2-point conversion,
or a 1 point just to get the lead, right? But Green Wave got to try to stop them here. Maybe the Falcons can cough up the ball for a nice fumble recovery by the Green Wave. Jinx, jinx, jinx.
Plenty of time to go here, though, for both teams. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line, just outside the 41.
Again, Ford lines up behind the quarterback. They stack it up on the right side of the line. They pitch it to him, student body right. Ford looking for a hole, not trying to cut back. Dives forward, though. Picks up a good 8-9 yards.
Well, the Green Wave moved in some personnel, a little bit heavier guys to kind of shore up the interior. They did a nice job of seeing that, calling the pitch play. You know, Green Wave kind of gave up a little speed on the outside, picks up about 8 on that first down.
Yeah, 2nd and about 1.5 right now. The ball inside the 33. Just under 4 minutes to go. Green Wave up 20-14. The battle of the unbeatens here in the South Shore League Small Division.
Well, I think, Sean, too, as teams begin to move the ball more, I think you're starting to see the defenses are tired.
Yeah.
It's going to be important for the Green Wave to make sure that they do have enough time to kind of move the ball up the field.
Miller, hands off again to Ford, left side. Ford driving. Ford gets popped. Still driving, though. Gets it down
What a
to
player.
22.
Labossiere on the tackle, number 9. Will Klein, number 4 on the tackle.
Stop the clock to move the chains with 3:33 to go. And now
Green
a
Wave
timeout
call
call by
timeouts.
Abington.
Smart. I mean, I think the Green Wave have all their timeouts, right? So
Oh, they just burned one there, yeah.
So they have 4. So you want to make sure that you save some of the clock for your offense if they do, in fact, score. I mean, we could be going to overtime, Sean. It's been a long time since we had an overtime game.
Yes. I remind you, the Green Wave will be traveling down to Hull High School next Friday night, October 5th. And then the following week will be Thursday, October 11th against Middleborough. That'll be a home game on Thursday, October 11th. It's homecoming weekend. That's why they're having the Thursday football game. And then the following week we'll be going down to Cohasset High School on a Friday night.
3:31 remaining. Green Wave up 2014. Mashpee Falcons driving out the ball just outside at 1st and 10 outside on the 22-yard line. Well, Green Wave, I mean, they've had the block punt, but they have not had a turnover yet from Mashpee. So it'd be good to have happen right now.
Mashpee's had 2 interceptions against the Green Wave, both by Ford, one in the end zone and one here on the near sideline. So what do we got? First down. 3:31 to go. Green Wave trying to maintain their lead, but they got to stop this vaunted Falcon offense. Coach Taveri and company taking a lot of time over on the far side, talking to the entire team. Trying to talk how they're going to play it out here for the end of the rest of the fourth quarter. Referee Newman ready to put the ball in play.
Start the time. I mean, let's go.
They're going right into a huddle.
Come
there.
on, let's go.
Let's go. There he goes. He's starting the clock there.
I don't know why he took so long to start the clock.
And they're going to go into a huddle here. Why are they going
Green
into a
Wave's
huddle?
timeout.
Oh, there they go. They break the huddle quickly. Again, Ford and Vinitsky in the backfield. Miller takes the snap.
Trap play.
Trap coming right to Vinitsky. Vinitsky stop. Oh, he's still on his feet and then pummeled again.
Pummeled, yeah. Couple
some hard
big hits
hitting
by
in
the
there.
Green Wave. Just a 2-yard pickup. God, we had everyone in there. You had 52 in there. 42 Gabe Spry and Lyons was in there, and Magararu,
Cristoforo.
all of them coming in gang tackle on there.
But they pick up 2 on the play, ring up 2nd and 8 with the ball at the 20.
I think, they were trying to do the same thing, kind of, play off of Ford a little bit there.
Mm-hmm.
I look for them to come right back to Ford, 2:59 remaining.
And rolling.
I think the Green Wave needs to call timeout, Sean. Save some of that clock.
Wideouts to each side.
After
Again,
this-
the I backfield.
If the Green Wave stops them here, you'll definitely see them.
They put Gonzalez in motion over to the left side. Look for them to go to the left. They go. They pitch left
Ford.
to Ford. Ford, nice tackle outside.
Timeout.
That was Tassoni. Chris Tassoni with a beautiful open field tackle there. Just broke down and wrapped him just like we talked about at the beginning of the game. Big tackle there by Tassoni.
3rd and 5 here. Now, this is a game of chicken here. Both teams not calling
The
timeouts.
kid from Crabtree. Be 3rd down. Yep, 2:15 and rolling.
So it's either going to be they score in no time or the Green Wave will stop them.
You got to stop him here.
They
Huge
absolutely
3rd
do.
down. Mashpee letting the time come off the clock. Down to 2 minutes and rolling. Mashpee trailing 20-14, but with the ball, I backfield. Again, Gonzalez moves to the left. They pitch left
Once again,
to
same
Ford.
side.
Ford cuts it back. Ford on his feet.
Timeout. Got to call a
It's a
time.
1st down. It'll stop the clock to move the chains. Mashpee celebrating because they know they keep the ball, but they're going to score, and they're not in yet. They move it down to, the 7? And timeout, Green Wave, 30-second timeout. A lot of nervous parents right now in the stands. And nervous broadcasters up here in a booth. This is exciting football. It'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Well, one of the things, Sean, though, is really this kind of might decide home field advantage in the playoffs, too. So It's important to get this victory here.
Want to thank our sponsors, the Fall Athletic sponsors: Cream, Health Express, Amos A. Phelps & Son, Abington Depot, Giardino's Restaurant, McDonough Insurance, Mia Ragazza, Trufen Real Estate, Sorrell Bar and Grill, Glen Allapointe Inc., Quayle Funeral Home, Deanne's Restaurant, Abington Dairy Queen, Cairo Associates, Old Town Real Estate, the Polish Club, Quincy Memorials, Bemis Drug, and Lindo Realty Group. Here we go, first and goal from the 7-yard line. Again, the same formation with the I backfield. Wide outs on each side. Miller puts a man in motion. Gonzalez again moving over to the left. Miller awaits the snap. Gives to Ford, left side. Ford dives left. Ford on his feet. He's in. He's in to tie it with 1:35. That may be too much time. We'll see. 7-yard TD rush by Ford. Ties the game. An all-important PAT here.
A nice job, and I said at the beginning, Sean, if I'm going to do it, I just keep giving Ford the ball, and that's exactly what they did. They only had one guy touch it other than him the whole way down there from the time they got the ball. So
they're going to kick. They're going to go for the kick. Gonzalez is going to go for the kick. Quarterback is going to hold. Where's Labossiere? Waiting the snap. Kick, ball's down. Kick is up. Oh, a line shot. I think it's good. Oh. Wow, it cleared it by about 3 feet. A line drive shot.
All right, plenty of time.
Gonzalez, crude yet effective. Wow, could be decided by 3 feet. 21-20. Mashpee up with 1:35, and Mashpee's now going to kick off to the Green Wave. I said it earlier, worth the price of admission, sports fans.
We'll see what they do on the kickoff, Sean. They're not, for me, I think they're just going to kick it up, give it to the Green Wave at the 40 in decent field position. Green Wave still have, I think, 3 timeouts.
I was just thinking the same thing. If it's 3, yeah, I think you're right. I think it's 3.
I think they're going to do the kick up here. I don't.
Whew. Wouldn't you want you move Klein up, put someone else back, see what they do. You get a lot of talent out there. You never know. I mean, kick it to Leary. Exactly. I was going to say Leary, Retzos, they can break it too. Leary and Retzos are standing about the 25.
This has been all night long. I don't understand this. Why don't the refs get them to come out? I just don't understand
they're calling a timeout to talk about it again. Mashpee needs more time.
But the refs got to take control of it. He's done this like 3 times now. It's just aggravating.
I love it when Kevin gets aggravated and frustrated.
He sits for 45 seconds. He should delay a game penalty. And then he calls a timeout.
Woo, baby. Green Wave football. 21-20 Mashpee lead with 1:35 left to go here at Memorial Field. Fox 25 game of the week, and it has been a great game.
It's been a great game, 21-20.
Looking for Abington to have a thrilling finish here to win this game.
Clement's gone into change. We need him as a kicker.
Once again, a shout out to our cheerleaders: Lindsay Augusta, Lily Clifford, Elizabeth Campbell, Olivia McGuire, Kristen Parks, Julia Wedge, Leah Kinneberg, Kate Baxter, Jill Cabral, Carolyn Doherty, Kylie Zabrowski.
You haven't done our sponsors either yet.
I just read them off.
Did you?
She doesn't pay
McGuire
attention.
was talking to me.
Kate Baxter, Jill Cabral, Carolyn Doherty, Kylie Zabrowski, Andrew Vasquez, Kerry Cardinal, Alina Magnasco, Emily Azell, Michaela Littman, Julie Washewski, Haven DeMambro, Emily Morrell, and Emma Cohen, Shannon Snyder, the captains. Here we go. The Green Wave stands coming alive. Trying to root on the Green Wave. Gonzalez will be teeing it up on his own 40. The big senior tight end. Woo, baby. Klein standing at about his own 11-yard lines in the middle of the field. Cedric Lucas Summers standing in the middle about the 30. Here we go. 1:35 to go. They squib it right down the middle. It's caught right in the. Right.
Where's the whiz? Jeez.
It was nice grab there. Who was that? 63.
63.
I think that's Magnasco. Big play there by Leo Magnasco.
Great field position. Why would you do that? I don't know.
At the 47.
Is it Mike Lyons? It's 63.
63.
63.
It was Leo, I think.
Magnasco there. Green Wave, 47-yard line.
No time comes off the clock. Abington doesn't have to do this quickly. They can move it downfield.
They've got 3 timeouts. They got plenty of time. And I was thinking earlier, Sean, both defenses are tired here. So you can run the ball. You just got to try to get it out of bounds.
Spry, the sole running back, in the backfield. Labossiere calls his cadence. They show blitz. They do blitz. And they're going to get Leary down at the line of scrimmage. They had a blitz coming right up the middle to try to take away the play. They call timeout to stop the clock.
This is where you do the naked bootleg, Sean.
126.
Do the naked bootleg, kind of do that type of play again with, like, I think with Will Klein coming back.
I was going to say pitch it to him.
No, like
you do the Eddie Riley, Buddy Fallon move.
Exactly, you could do that. Yeah, they had a special relationship. That's why that play worked.
Loss of 2 on that play. Yeah, the linebackers are coming right up on the snap, right up the middle, trying to clog it up.
Here it comes.
Second down. They get 2 wideouts to each side. Shotgun formation for Labossiere. Leary standing to the right of Labossiere. Ford is standing back inside his own 40 at the safety position. Shotgun. Big rush. Looking to throw. They take it at the 50. And Colby trips down, slips down at about the 46. They get it right up in the line of scrimmage here. It'll be 3rd down. Minute 13 and rolling. Abington right up on the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 3. 4 wideouts. Looking to throw. Quick out pattern. And it's going to be incomplete.
Just like
stops the clock, though. Intended receiver was Seamus Schmidt.
4th and 4.
4th and 3, I got it, Kev, at 46.
4th and 3.
1:01 on the clock. Green Wave have to get this 3 yards to keep possession of the ball. Otherwise, Mashpee can run the clock out. Green Wave going to run at least 3 yards here. Labossiere runs in the play from the sideline. 21-20, Mashpee lead. They break the huddle, coming up to the line of scrimmage. Leary in the backfield. Again, they got 2 wideouts on each side. Shotgun for Labossiere. A quick throw. It's going to fall incomplete.
He had him open
at the 46. So Mashpee celebrating on the sideline, rightfully so.
A great game for the Green Wave. Unfortunately, just came up a bit short. Like I said, Sean, they're going to be playing these guys again.
Oh, yeah. 56 seconds left on the scoreboard clock, so Mashpee will be probably downing the ball, obviously, but see how many timeouts you got. Abington's got, what, maybe 2 left?
Yeah, Abington's got 2 left. I can't imagine, though. I think at this point, John, they can run out the clock.
Well, depending on...
Of course, they're going to take like 45 minutes before they snap the ball again,
Mashpee at their own 46-yard line. What a game. What a game. And it is going to be a timeout called by Mashpee.
After 35 minutes, lets him call a timeout. There's never ever delay a game.
6-yard pass from Ian Miller to Devon Ford. Got the Mashpee on the scoreboard first with 6:51 left to go in the second quarter. The pass to Hughes made it 8-0. Then again, Klein with a 28-yard run made it 8-6 after the rush was no good. That's how it ended at the half. And then in the third quarter, 60-yard run by Colin Leary added 6 points for the Green Wave, made it 12-8. Devon Ford with a 1-yard touchdown after a nice drive by Mashpee made it 14-12 after the rush was no good. And then we just saw, we saw a 5-yard touchdown run by Gabe Spry, making it a 20-14 lead after the PAT pass to Spry. And then the 7-yard rush by Ford with 1:35 left to go tied it up at 20-20, and Gonzalez just got it over the crossbar to make it 21-20.
It's the Devon Ford show tonight, Sean. He's a special player, as we said all night, and you got to congratulate him. Just a great job, and just like I said, a special player, and a lot of people will be very happy when he graduates.
Abington's going to walk out of here saying that this is a game they can win. This is a game we want the rematch.
No question about it.
Mashpee's a very good team. Abington's a very good team, and this was really up for grabs. Great play on both sides of the ball. Of course, I always want the boys in the green to pull it off. Mashpee will get up with a tight formation, just kneel it down. 56 seconds on the clock right now. Miller kneels down. Green Wave stops the clock. 54 seconds on the clock. Kevin, we go down to Hull next week on a Friday night game.
And you won't be there?
I don't believe I'm going to be able to make it.
The family Good, what, family weekend up at UVM,
That's
University
right.
of Vermont?
Parents' weekend.
Nice weekend up in Burlington.
But I'll be back for Thursday night football from Middleborough against the Middleborough Stations right here on Memorial Field. And then always enjoy the game down at Cohasset against the Skippers. That'll be the last regular season game, and then after that will be the postseason playoff tournament games. And who knows, they'll be setting up that schedule.
So we have 3 away games, right? So
We're away, home, and away.
Okay, so Thursday night against the Middleborough. You got next Friday, then. So what's that?
Let's repeat this. Next Friday at Hull, then Thursday
the 11th,
home.
The 11th, on the 11th.
Yeah, as home on the 11th against Middleborough.
Right. I'm just trying to get my dates straight.
And then away on the 19th, I believe it is.
Busy calendar, I've got to make sure.
In Cohasset.
I've got to fit it all in, make sure that it's.
Thanksgiving Day game will be where? Here?
No, it's there.
Yeah, it's away.
It's away.
All right, Mashpee lines up at the line of scrimmage again. 54 seconds on the clock. Going to kneel down. What's this? Time called? No, time by Mashpee. What? Mashpee calls a timeout on a kneel down play. Maybe do they not have too many guys?
I don't understand how
Coach Treveri talking to Ford and Miller. Now Kurgo comes over to join him. I don't know if they're going to try to run a play here.
What? I don't know. No, he's not. Sean's not there.
Ball's in the 45. 2nd and 11. After the kneel down on first down.
The aborted kneel down attempt. I don't know. We don't know what they're doing.
They line up in the I backfield now, as if they are going to run the ball here. Miller, bobbles it. Miller has to just take the ball. Woo! Looking for that one. Bobbled snap. It looked like they intended to give it to Ford, but he bobbled it. He was able to grab it.
It's like called taking a knee. I think, you better do that. That is just crazy.
That's the last timeout for the Green Wave.
Why would you do that?
50 seconds to go.
They screwed up because now it's 3rd and 10. We have another timeout. So we're going to stop the clock again.
3rd and 12 at the 44. Well, no, it's a full timeout. Do we have one timeout left? Or none?
He didn't say that.
He didn't say none.
So it must be the last.
If the referee taps his head, that tells you there's no timeouts, but he also has a microphone.
So it could go to 4th down here.
This is like
torture.
Chess. Yeah.
Gosh.
There's 50 seconds left on the clock. We've had 2 plays.
The knee, just take the knee. I mean, it was the same result there. I don't understand. You fumble the ball, you give the ball to the Green Wave at 50 seconds.
He fumbled it on the snap, and he was able to get it.
You run that risk.
That would have been great.
At this point, if you're them, you snap. If you have to kick it, you kick it.
Once again, I want to thank Fox 25 for being here at Abington's Memorial Field for hosting and highlighting the Abington Green Wave and the Mashpee Falcons. So 3rd and 12 at the 44-yard line of the Mashpee Falcons. God knows what they're going to call in the huddle right now.
3rd and 12.
They come out, lined up to run a play. Ford in the backfield. Kurgo out wide to the near side.
Kurgo, he's wide.
Got to show him blitz. Augusta shows blitz.
Did too much time? Finally.
Or is it motion? Yeah, it's motion. Augusta actually left Kurgo. He probably saw it on the screen.
I know.
And was blitzing from the corner.
Right.
If they could have thrown it to Kurgo for a touchdown if had they been watching it.
Right.
They were looking to just blitz and try to catch Devon Ford in the backfield.
So we've seen one aborted play that they called a timeout before they got it done. Then we saw a play that they almost fumbled, and then a play that they had a motion. So it's been
Jeez. So they move him back 5 yards now to the 39. Whew.
The Green Wave will call a timeout as soon as this is over.
3rd and 17. So now what? Do you pass? And an incomplete pass stops the clock.
You just take a knee. You take a knee and you punt it.
You got to run the ball. High backfield for Ford. They give to Ford left side. Ford gets tackled.
But you see, you run the risk of a fumble, which they nearly had before. I would just take a knee and then punt it like you're going to do now.
Ball's at the 40. 4th down. Clock's rolling. Abington must be out of timeouts here. What?
Why? I mean, the guy took 15 seconds to start the clock.
We haven't called timeout.
This guy is like ridiculous. He gives them time after time.
They're going to let the clock run the play clock
That's
run.
ridiculous.
And then punt it with just a couple seconds on the scoreboard clock.
Well, then they'll call a timeout and we'll take another 35 minutes.
Be a 5-yard penalty. There it is with 4 seconds on the clock. Now they got to punt it now.
Yeah, they're just going to run around. That's what they'll do, I bet.
6 seconds on the clock.
16, he said. No, he said
But he let 10 seconds tick off before he set the clock. I don't understand why the guy did that.
So 6 seconds on the clock. 4th and
They're going to
16.
They're just going to try to razzle
there it goes.
dazzle.
They're moving him back now.
They're going to try to razzle dazzle behind the line of scrimmage, Sean.
Well, that would be a play.
They're going to run around.
And then just kneel it down.
They're going to give it to Ford and have him run around for 6 seconds.
They can't run out of the end zone, or the Abington will win the game with the safety. That's what some, depending. Well,
Right.
that's not not an option for Mashpee. Well, I'd love to see him do it.
Why? I don't understand this. If they don't have a timeout here, they haven't called a timeout. It's a penalty.
They must have called the timeout. We would have called the timeout if we had a timeout, I think. So, all right, the game play clock is in motion right now. Mashpee quarterback still talking on the sideline with Coach Treveri.
Who did?
Miller breaks the huddle now. 6 seconds on the clock, 4th and long. Looks like they're just going to try to hand off now.
punch it. Punch it.
They should just pitch it back to Ford and let him run around with it. They pitch it. Ford's just going to run around. Now he throws it for incomplete pass.
That's intentional grounding.
Yeah,
It's intentional grounding.
Oh no, it's pitch.
Intentional grounding.
No, not yet, fellas.
There's nobody there.
He didn't. That wasn't even an attempted completion. He just threw it out the sideline. So
It's
it would be a
intentional
penalty,
grounding.
and Abington would get the ball. Right?
Yeah.
Be a loss of down.
You lost it down. Lost it down.
Throw the flag.
Intentional grounding.
What a controversial ending here to the game.
Field.
They're putting Mashpee back on the sideline. No, they're lining up
Throw
for
it.
waiting for referee.
What?
Oh, they're
What?
saying it's the end of the game.
That is a travesty.
Wow. Ford
Where
threw
was
it.
the guy?
Ford threw it 10 yards out of bounds. There was no receiver in sight.
What a gutless call.
30 was about 10, 15 yards downfield. And now Abington coaches are yelling, but I mean, the decision's been made. The teams are shaking hands. Wow, this just sets up the rematch in the postseason. Coaches are furious. I'm surprised. Why throw the ball? Why throw the ball? Ford could have just ran it out the clock and just let him tackle him back there after 6 seconds. He throws the ball, which could have stopped the clock if he threw it too early. Or, like we're saying here, getting a penalty for intentional grounding. They're still talking about it on the sideline. Nothing's going to change. Mashpee's going to win this 21-20, but
It's unfortunate that that type of controversy ends in this game.
nuts and
It's
bolts.
unfortunate.
Nuts and
Absolutely.
bolts, huh? What have I heard?
Well, next week against Hull.
All right, final score here. Well, not so final. Questionable score here at Memorial Field. 21-20, Mashpee will take home this disputed victory. I mean, Abington would have possibly had one more shot deep inside Mashpee territory had the penalty been assessed, but it was not, and they'll end it there. Mashpee will have a long ride home, but in their point of view, a good ride home. A great game, though, by these two teams. Abington will just gear up for the next 3 games and look forward to the postseason if they can pull off 3 more wins. Want to thank all the fans for being here. Want to thank our cameraman. Thank Chris Nagel and Clem Leary up here in the press box. Peter Serino down on the field, the athletic director, and again, all the Abington coaching staff. My name is Sean Riley, Kevin Whalen. I want to thank Kevin, our cameraman, Derek Nuttall, and Ethan Curtin. From Memorial Field, the final score, Mashpee 21, the Green Wave 20. We'll see you in Hull next week.